So more on the line than just Kraków right here, right now, but I'm sure Shui and Ultimate would love the opportunity to fight for a spot in those playoffs, and that's a long ways away. They can cut their journey short right now by just picking up 2 best-of-3s back-to-back. You go into stage 2, you get a day off, and everyone can take a bit of a breather. Crimbo can get a bit more time, who was pretty impressive yesterday on Nuke.
Yeah, really good form from Crimbo, putting himself in that shop window.
CT set up right now, 3 players towards A to deal with this. Keep your eyes on Nerts. This block smoke from Hunter with the dual Berettas is key. Mab's playing the triple box, and Pius, I was going to say from Ticket, but bell rung.
Yeah, he's dead as well. A little bit anti-flash, nice move from Nerts.
That is huge. Does it force the rotation? Yes. Pius is cheating over. They have left the vent unbroken, so now it's Hunter and Malbs. So still 2 on the site, but they're waiting to see if there's a CT reaggress. And Malbs is actually selling a little bit more of a fake over towards B right now. That's just a decoy in the sky.
Now there is a smoke in the sky. Okay, Hunter's going to have his smoke ready for the block. Will that slow them down? They have the Palace push as well available to them. There's the flash. They strafe on out. Hunter receives the first comfortable. Crimbo goes down with empty hands. A second from Hunter. Elige brought out of the round. It's Shui that trades, still with a man advantage, and another smoke available, so they're in no rush.
They're letting Nerts play as well, so he's going to come in through Con, and he'll be able to combine with Shui and Ultimate for the finish. Fight will be on A.
Pius arrives, Mattis as well in tow, just arriving now from CT.
You're not going to expect Nerts poking his head over stairs.
Yeah, that's going to come as a bit of a shock to you behind that smoke.
Well, pathing through bench.
Okay, Pius might have the angle here. Nerts has the clear, elevated, just hard to track the head. Pius does well. Ultimate does manage to find the necessary trade. It's going to be all onto Mattis in the clutch. A slow, methodical, drawn-out T-side pistol. Now looks like Liquid have done enough. Mattis going to try and cut noise, hope that the bit of an overplay from Shui comes his way, and it has come with an opportunity for a quick one-tap. Gets it done eventually. Ultimate, no Kev. 1v1. Mattis got to make a move. Speed is the name of the game. That clock is ticking. Ultimate just hiding on the site. Now spotted out. Plays the game and tracks the head. Mattis on the jump up. That really could have gone wrong.
Yeah, well, Nerts right there. Just getting a head-to-head duel against Heavy God, winning out that fight, putting it into a 4v5 advantage for Liquid. That's the key. Sure, it's very close in the finish right there. Hunter does a great job to get 2 kills with the dual Berettas and that smoke to segregate the ramp presence. This is what draws it back into a round that could even be contended. But tricky from Liquid, right? Not direct, forcing the comms to be all over the place. So that's a good way to kick off the campaign. They're fast up A already.
Yeah, we got a quick one here. SMG's clashing, Galil spraying. It's actually Nerts with his signature MP7. Buffed, and you're feeling it. Elige takes down Hunter default. Nerts aggressive into Pius, and just like that, this force bite got nothing to boast. A kill from Mattis, the only exception. 3 kills out of the MP7.
All right, well, what can Heavy God get done? Can he farm anything up here for his troubles? Going to use a smoke to try and get to safety, but Liquid did a similar play yesterday. People didn't catch the game against NIP on Mirage. The second half was just back and forth, constant force buys. No one was able to break serve. And then Liquid ended up taking that in 2-0, and you mentioned it before, G2 got put through their paces against Passion, who are now taking on NIP for elimination. People can go check that out. It's on the 3rd map. Very close last time I checked, as Heavy God will lose everything. So the board has been wiped. This will be the easiest round to deal with so far for Liquid. Might be some upgrades into 5.7s, Deagles, P250s, but you can't be shoving any more than that.
Well, that's certainly not going to be the Force by Wars story of yesterday.
Exactly. So I think this is going to be a whole lot calmer of a start for Liquid. This is essentially a gimme. There is a flash in the hands of Mattis, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. That'll be the way in. It's really going to depend on what the opening call from Shui is on this anti-eco. But they know exactly where the money is as well. Going to maraud 4 players top mid. Crimbo lurking through apps, picking up the position of NAF.
Look at him go. Nerds is definitely throwing caution to the wind, and he's found the perfect gap. No one spotting the fast cat. Elige is. He's going to be holding to try and pick off any of those players stacked up on A. But it does look like a wide open B. I should be discovered soon. Heavy God's hit a real long-range headshot onto Shui there. The bomb down. Liquid going to get a bit weird for them now.
Have plenty of util to find the finish. Sure, you're in a number disadvantage. But if they were stacked up and the flash comes in and they clamp down, that's a whole lot scarier. But now they've split into a 2-1-2. So how diligent can Liquid be?
Palace occupied. Malbs executes a headshot onto Elige. That was beautiful.
Important kill.
Yeah, Hunter unable to finish it off, but Mattis does get it done. Still maintaining that man advantage. This is getting weird now.
Good block utility for now. The bomb will go down, and if they can get back to ramp, or Nerds has to fight.
Nerds has to fight. He's got 2 ahead of him. Good work on the first. Controls the spray. Heavy God, the absence of Kevlar really costing him there. Wants to hit the heady. Nerds just peeks into him. Gives it up. Ultimate has to win a 1v2. This was supposed to be the easy one. Supposed to be the gimme. Sunpius anticipates ramp occupation. Audible to Ultimate. Heavy God, very low HP. If Sunpius hits this double hit headshot, it is awkward. Can deny Heavy God. Looking good, looking safe. 2 clutches already from Ultimate. Saving Liquid in the pistol and saving them from red faces against the Eco.
You're going to feel pretty hard done by if your Heavy God on the defuse right there and you're not actually being covered in that situation. Ultimate plays it well, understands that there's no kit in that situation and is able to pick it up for the boys. So the biggest worry is all the rebuys. Here's the opening zinger from Heavy God. Bang. All right, well, we are into the first rifle round, and Sunpius will bring in the AWP. Ultimate, not the same, and this is direct towards A. 3 players through Palace, 2 through ramp, and there's a whole lot of smokes dotted on the map already. CT block smoke towards Con, 1 towards Palace, and right now it is just Sunpius highlighted here. If this timing comes in, he's overrun. He's dead. What? Hello?
Sure we didn't spot him?
He's so lucky to be alive.
Yeah, Ultimate was supposed to be dead. Mattis swinging through CT, Shui vulnerable, lots of bodies on his screen. Crimbo down, Ultimate trades looking good for G2 to get their defense up. Nerds has an opportunity to make something out of this round. Sunpius towards the stairs, you can hear the audible spray from Ultimate as well.
How are you meant to plant in this situation?
You're not, you need something to give. G2 not going to overplay their hand, they know this one's a must convert. 2-man advantage. Sunpius actually going to be the only one on the jungle side as they group up and are going to give some fight. CT timing not looking good. Ultimate gets caught off. Should be it. Should be all said and done here. Nerds, I think, even jiggled out, spotted out, headshot onto the AWP. First of a 1 versus 4 bomb on the floor. The guy is going to have to do an awful lot of work.
We've got a triple swing in here.
Yep. Good luck. Have fun. Nerds tries to hold the spray. Does get another. But there's G2 picking him up the first round on the first gun.
Okay, so rifle round conversion and an eco that came down to a 1v2 in your favor. You know that the money is going to be a little bit ropey right now. I didn't think that Sunpius not going down to Shui there was going to cost them because of the CT setup that was in play. But that first kill comes in, it's a completely different round. Sunpius is able to find impact. So that actually is costly. It is going to be a hero AK in the hands of Nerds. Some light upgrades for a few of the other Liquid members right now, but a good opportunity for G2 to grab their second. If you're Liquid, you want to try and keep this damage up. Will have to be a miracle moment to get yourself around victory, especially with how staunch this setup is in middle right now. And losing that AWP, they didn't get it back, so Sunpius just operating with a rifle.
Leech is holding for like a late window smoke. I wonder what their cue is. Throws it out. Hear that flash, audible ramp taken. And Mattis just tracks the jumping Shui. An important trade from Crimbo's Dig, and you can see this forward position of Hunter. He is quite committed to this. With the loss of Sunpius, it gets weird. Low HP, yeah, he'll fall. Just a long-range pistol. A Glock at range finishes the job. What is this?
Still tough, Nerds is low.
Yeah, should be good for Heavy God to find a couple here if they do try and get forward of Con. Window peek, lovely double. Malbs and Heavy God saving G2 here. It's going to be Ultimate 1 versus 2. Doesn't connect on the first opportunity. Does have a little bit of room to try and get that bomb planted, which would be a nice addition to the coffers of Team Liquid.
Has an incendiary to work with as well once this goes down, so it could buy him a little bit of extra space, and he does have Kevlar. I've already seen him win a clutch, but that was against the Eco. This time, they were the ones on that.
Can he convert again? Ultimate, been pretty cold as ice in the clutch. 1-on-1, swings on out, he's not scared! Ultimate, just clutches on clutches for Team Liquid.
I love it from the beginning of the rounds, right? Shui jumping out. His entire job in that situation is to make space, and he did exactly that. Traded by Crimbo's Deagle, then you have a rifle swinging from underpass and connector. This is massive from Crimbo, right? The level that you need to hit that shot right there, that's what opens up the round, thanks to Shui making the space. So a selfless ruthless in-game leader. And then Ultimate, it's a tough clutch, but he is allowed to isolate that into 2 1v1s. So very well done there from Ultimate on the finish. That's 2 clutches for him in 5 rounds of play, and Saw will not be happy with that one. Especially with how competitive they were able to keep it off the back of that eco. So now it is going to be a broken bye for G2. We have 2 M4s of either variety, an MP7, an MP9, and a FAMAS in the mix. Everyone has a smoke, but now lacking a kit and other key pieces of utility right now. So what is the idea? Are you going to boost start play for B-Apps? Are you going to jump out window, push into underpass? Are you going to try and play a standard round?
Smoke break doesn't quite go to plan.
And not ready for the second one either, so they flubbed that. Shui's in the vent.
Yeah, and they're already jumping up as well. Crimbo, he's going to have a bit of a test coming his way ramp side. 2 of them sweeping through the ramp bit. Little bit too easy for Crimbo. Precision. 2 quick headshots. Malbs and Mattis left wanting. Mission accomplished, and Hunter even conceding this window space.
You might just want to hunker down on B and try and hold on to what you have right now, because the A-bomb site not overrun yet, but will be in a moment's time, and Liquid are taking their time.
I mean, those are the most, you know, those feel great as a player when the fight comes to you and it's a round determining double. Just like that. Oh, guys, actually, change of plans. Crimbo's won the round.
And I was keeping my eye on the radar there as well, because they were doing a double A lurk, essentially, right? Crimbo, normally when you're playing extremities, you're going to have like a pack of 3 through middle, 1 B-Apps, 1 A, and then the A guy usually chooses, do I go apps or do I go ramp?
Right.
Well, Nertz was the second A guy, so even if Crimbo goes down in that moment, I'm pretty confident Nertz will activate and take the space off the back of that push, right, to try and punish. So it was set up quite nicely and didn't really need to follow through in that way. Crimbo just finds the double.
I quite enjoyed the little bit of util we saw from Liquid there. Loved the little Molly con smoke and Molly jungle, and a nice deep CT as well. So some diligence on display from Team Liquid.
This is 5 rounds out of the 6 played so far that have gone in the favor of Liquid. So this is already a great haul on the T side of their map choice. Inferno up next. Anubis is the third and decider if we need to get. That's been played a handful of times now with the new iteration here at IEM Kraków.
Don't think they're desperate to give any AKs away.
A good restraint. It's looking tidy right now for Liquid. You're hoping you could be a little bit more of an agitating force if you're G2, but it will just have to be a partial behind the saves. No chance. Yeah, absolutely no chance. So Crimbo winning that one on his lonesome, essentially. All right, well, G2 have done better when they've had less. So they've got less now.
Real variety of weaponry. Not falling into that trap of seeing an unsmoked window and peeking into an AWP. Not going to be falling foul to that one.
Navigo does have a smoke over towards B to block. So
fake B with some util, or like a little fakey
double
pump.
In rounds like this, you know there's residual weapons and likely utility, so you want to apply a bit of pressure to force out those nades.
Which has just been thrown. Block smoke on B-Apps, thrown by Heavy God.
Pathing through this is going to get dangerous, but here they come.
Yeah, okay, flash in the sky. Heavy God anti. He's got a good weapon for this close fight. Oh. Haircut from Crimbo. Just trims him out of the round. Nertz getting a bit frisky around the smoke. That's going to cost him everything. He goes down.
He's coming through window.
Push through this smoke. It's poorly thrown. Gives him a little of an angle to escape and exit. And there's a leash taken out. Pius putting in a shift with the double kill. Short occupied as well. Could get weird. Crimbo goes down. It's falling apart once again as G2 have the lesser weapons. Ultimate overwhelmed. Too many bodies on his screen here. Gets caught out. It's all up to Shui. A 1v4 with his position noted. Mattis secures it. Mattis and Sunpius a pair of frags each, and G2 make it work.
Okay, well that one's gonna really hurt the confidence of Liquid there. Just as I'm saying, they're putting together a pretty comprehensive half. They're losing to these rounds.
This is how it starts.
Exactly, right? Crimbo, I'm coming out of this round thinking, okay, I got to praise the stand-in. He's looking very sharp in these moments we've seen.
What did you make of Nertz's push through the smoke there?
It's a Nertz move, but those type of moves can cost you, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, they were just talking about how, you know, you've got to have a healthy amount of ego. I think that's the kind of play you make when you've got plenty of it.
Yeah, and I think Nertz would love to definitely lay down the law against Saw and Sunpius on the other side of the server.
A little bit of history between them.
Yeah, no, good fun, but when progression is on the line, you want to get this done quick, smart. Elige, palmed out mid. Flash is good. Spam through. Hunter will give up the room. Forced to use his smoke to stay towards the island box. 2 in through underpass. Ultimate Elige top mid. Crimbo ready on this lurk through Palace. You can see they're playing in the smoke, so if they get anything in middle, they know it's a clamp down he can activate sooner.
We may find one here. Heavy God is parving into the crosshair of Nerds, and he does control it. Opening kill. Favor of Team Liquid. Hunter in a forward stance here. This could get a perfect flash. Face to face with Shuey. Mattis pivots. Hoping to be caught in the smoke, blocking them now, looking for that multi-spray down, not going to be... Oh, he's not going to be caught. Tries to dip into the smoke, but Nerds will catch, and a missed AWP shot should be it.
I know Malbs has to be somewhere. It's the A anchor.
Yeah, and now we know exactly where you are, anticipating the arrival of Palace. He is under so much pressure. Nerds with a redeeming triple.
That's tough there, right? If you think about that situation, you're Malbs, you're the A anchor, and you're the last one to die, and they're coming A. So you're like, oh... Didn't even really get a chance to do my job, but second tactical timeout called. The pressure is definitely on G2.
The hang time on Shuey clicking as well. He's just couldn't quite believe what a perfect flash that was.
We could see it coming with X-ray. It looked too good.
Okay, Saw on the mic. This is the second timeout he's elected to take in, what, just 8 rounds of play?
Yeah, so, well, right now, 2-6, T-side, Mirage, things are not going well.
Yeah.
I think... Right, giving them the opportunity to try and piece together the next round approach as opposed to just spiraling down the hole of tilt.
Yeah.
Right, so, all right, boys, what's the plan? What are we going to do? Or is there a key adjustment? I think that they've thrived more in the rounds where it's chaotic. So how do we do that?
How do you manufacture chaos?
Do we set up traps? Are we going to go aggressive to force those fights early? And if you are willing to go aggressive on the CT side, it's not always going to work out for you, right? You could just get stunted like we saw in that previous round with the Crimbo double kill. But here's the plan. It's a 1-1-3, all playing retake from Ticket. 2 players boosted up into B apps, but it is a great call from Shuey. They're exploding the Sampayas. This has happened twice. Last time Sampayas was on the stairs, he was lucky to be alive. Oh, okay. They leered out, they were ready to go, and they've called it off. So B app's taken by Malbs, very active.
Does he run into Malbs?
Well, does he play to contain or does he keep pushing?
He's hearing this, and he's... Oh, AKVM.
Well, this is what I mean. Do you keep pushing or do you play to contain? Right, like...
He was going a million miles an hour into that duel. He's done well. Hunter should be able to win this, and I composed tap to the head of Nerds.
Well, you know you can't go B now, at least not through apps.
Shuey's got an awful lot of space. Ultimate and Elige joining him. Is this just...
Look at all the usual they have as well.
All through middle.
There's so many nades.
Mattis is going to spot them. Yeah. Oh, he's adjusted quickly. Ultimate needs 2. Mattis denies. Important multi from Mattis. Perfect on that M4. Solid hold. Sampayas will put the cherry on top, but they convert off the timeout.
Yeah, they weren't to know it, and I'm not sure why it was called off, but if they're going for that A play, right, it was just Sampayas there on the site.
Yeah, open runway.
And then within the mid-round, it gets a little bit sketchy. So you're sitting there going, but they have all these nades, but it's not a traditional round. They're hoping to play contact. They know that Malbs has pushed. They knew that Hunter was in the underpass. And here it's like, well, okay, Matter's got a bit of a jump scare right there, but he's quick to it. And a massive triple from him. Really think we're going to see an awful lot more from this kid in... Oh, okay. Just as I'm about to praise him, goes down window. But I love what I see from Mattis.
Yeah, he definitely is a talent. One of the very few left-handed Counter-Strike players as well in the Tier 1 realms. Can only really think of Woxic as an alternative. Crimbo does well to track the aggressions of... Was that Malbs?
Yeah, another opening death.
Pedal to the metal. He has had a rough half.
Well, they lost mid-control, right? So they're looking for a response elsewhere, and there was a flash, so at least it was team-based. Hunter draws one back.
Yeah, that seems to be a recurring theme as well in this game. But look at that! Oh, Elige, a fumble! Hunter was looking the wrong way, but got a little too excited a little too soon. Gives him a warning shot, and Hunter very quick on that knee-jerk flick.
Look how disconnected Liquid are right now. Crimbo is still over towards a ramp. Ultimate is over towards Delpan, and Shuey, as we were just on board, was in B apps. So they're very spread and waiting for a G2 re-aggress. It looks like if Ultimate just holds this line, he could get one. Well, there's info.
It's certainly info. Not going to be particularly satisfied with that result.
They get a boost.
That's a cool reaction. Might very well catch Ultimate here.
Over their own smoke.
Sitting duck. You're just not ready for that. Lovely adjustment.
They're assuming it's a block smoke. It's just a way to present themselves an opening. So right now they should be able to putt this one in. Sampai's playing retake. He gets information, just needs to stay alive.
Yeah, same util set this time from Crimbo. Smoke towards connector. Shui towards the jungle side. Hunter is returning to window though. They are going to be boxed in. Tap to the head. This is Hunter's round right now. Quad kill, the 5th denied from him, but it's Heavy God that ensures all his hard work was not in vain. High impact round from Hunter. He was all over the map there. Kills on A, mid, B. He's done it everything.
Now they can still salvage this half. Just taking a look at the financial situation for Liquid right now. It looks like we're going to be sitting around the 2.5 as the low end and 3.8 as the high end. So do you want to just take a partial in this one and full buy in the final round and just aim for 7 on the half, guarantee that lead? Or do you think that you've still got them a little bit shaky and you have a good call and you can get an AK on Nerds, you can maybe bring out a Galil on Crimbo? There are options in a round like this, and it's the first time Flashy's going to take a tactical timeout because things have been going swimmingly. So in this moment, just coordinate the final 2 rounds. I think you'd be extremely happy with the 7-5 on the half. Yeah, Mabs has been hemorrhaging in terms of opening so far. Him and Heavy God have both given away 3 opening deaths. Opening kills have been Heavy for Nerds. He's got himself 4, 2 for Crimbo and 1 for Ultimate. So there is a bit of an idea, right? You can see some pistols invested upon. They buying down to around the 2K mark with the 2,400 loss bonus. They get the bomb down an extra 600.
They actually are going to start quite heavy B focus with Mattis and Heavy God, so little light on the A side. Mid's dealt with. Shui was trying some aggressions, and Mal's not going to have any issues shredding with the help of Hunter. Nice, that's quick.
All right, well, Hunter gets himself up to double digits quite swiftly there as a bit of a Hail Mary, but we know that Liquid have been able to make it work with pace before. Let's see, will we walk away into the halftime break all tied up 6-6? Will Liquid be able to sneak the 7th past the keeper? Remember, they got the pistol with the conversions. A couple of really important clutches in this half from Ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, Saw called his second time out at 6-2 and they won 3 consecutive rounds. So certainly does seem to have been converted upon. The 3rd being the easiest. And now the gun's out for that battle for whether or not there will be a lead for Liquid.
Addis aggressive through underpass.
He is hyper aggressive. It was Shui
spotted him.
I think he saw a pixel. Is he going to swing it? Mattis has gotten very close, very quick. Crab walk in, headshot provided. Lovely opening kill, netted by G2. And Mattis should have been a dead man. Nerds hoping to be overlooked. If he gets another one here, Nerds does win it out. But in the meantime, he's lost teammates left and right. So Nerds and Ultimate. One towards middle with the bomb. It's Ultimate. 10 frags deep, 13 from Nerds, the 2 high flyers from Team Liquid, trying to turn this on its head.
3rd time they've been in a scenario like this. So let's see if the 2 of them can pull it off again.
Smoke on Con's fading. He has to peek into B. Heavy God's orb was lying in wait. The double orb now revealed, and there's both of them in the feed to close. G2 tie things up neat and tidy.
A team ace, 6-6. We'll be right back.
a strong start on the T side of Mirage. It's the first map of this best of 3 winner, securing themselves a spot in stage 2. And there was 3 1v1s going Liquid's way, had us at a 6-2 scoreline. G2 stabilized, a second time out of Sort, coach of G2, and they just won everything on the way out of the half. We're ready for the second half. I got Chatty B with me. Mirage is Liquid's pick. Is 6 sufficient?
Well, they're definitely a recovery to bring them back into contention right now. And a pistol, they'll take the lead. Looks like they're setting up for an A play pretty swiftly. Hunter has 2 smokes. It's going to be 2 through ramp.
Oh, he's doing the Hunter smoke as well. Elige looking with the same game plan we saw.
It's essentially the same pistol round. Look, 1 firebox, sorry, triple box, 1 ticket. So let's see how this one lands, shall we? This will be direct.
This is going to be a lot for Elige to handle on the dual Berettas. A long-range block headshot. Okay, 1 is all Elige will find. Some Pius brings him down, but traded. Oh, there's a lot for Shuey to do. He's going to be cleared here. Jumping Malbs. Yep, lovely. Man advantage with CT control.
Nerds can flash.
Nerds will be flashing, and we're going to need some fragging out of stand-in. Crimbo, here it's for first. They bring the fight to them ahead of the flashbang. That's with a smoke grenade and a dream for a 1v2. Has to be quick about this. Heavy got down to 50 HP. Smoke will have them on high alert. They'll be certainly concerned about that. Unlikely that he's got the kit, but they don't know for sure. Hunter gets a bit nervous, pushing the smoke, and there's the kill.
Has to stick it if he wants to win.
That's the plan. Heavy God's going to spam. Heavy God's going to spam, and he will surely find him eventually. Still got a couple of seconds. 3, 2, and ammo conservation wins it for him.
Okay, well,
he panics. If he spams a couple more, it could have got a little weird.
we slit the pistols there, but that one got damn dicey. I'm curious with the Molotov coming out of Palace here, if it's meant to be under balcony or on top. I can understand why you would throw it on top of the balcony, right? Dealing with dual Berettas up there can't be easy. We didn't see it get thrown, so we don't know if it was missed or not. And especially with Mattis jumping through it. So either way, it's going to be an eco for Liquid. No force buy.
Oof, quick headshot. Crimbo's deeks hit a couple of bangers.
I'm impressed with how sharp he's looking. I understand, like, this is the thing. He's one of these players that gets spoken about at the moment. I'm seeing these threads like, yeah, look how underrated he is. I don't think he's underrated. I just think he made his bed. He decided to stay in big when we knew there was opportunities out there for him, and now he's decided, oh, I want to go to greener pastures. Same thing as the Tabson syndrome, but Tabson stayed.
Yeah.
So we know that Crimbo's good, and we know that he can play these roles very well, but in terms of him not having any match fitness since October last year, he said he was playing a lot of face-it games, staying in shape, but it's good to see how sharp he is. Right, hitting some really important deagle kills, not in this round, but one in the first half that resulted in an ultimate 1v2. A couple of important AK kills, he's getting pressed. So it's really nice to put himself in the shop window.
Yeah, because he certainly, when he kind of, you know, blew up on our screens, picked up but for big, he did look like a kind of a...
Does he knife him?
A real opportunity. A German talent in the making, and yes, he will.
Okay, well, makes sense, doesn't it? You like making more money.
Yeah, the whole plan with that Mag-10 was to make cash. Feels good to hit those deeks. It's really nothing to report, though.
He was unleashed yesterday on this map.
He looked incredible.
It was the T1000. At the moment, it's a T1. Not the league team. They're also pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And dead? Well, there you have it. Okay. So will Elige be able to activate right now on the CT side? That's the question. Maybe the key to success right now. He plays a pivotal role over towards Connector.
$1,500 in the bank account at G2.
We'll see how often they want to get Hunter up and towards window as well. Okay, well, top cat window smoke, standard opener. Lee's jumping out, so he wants to stand and fight for mid control. That smoke, obviously blocking the underpass, but Heavy God can still spam through it. It ain't a wall.
Oh, wow, the combo. Heavy God does all the work. Some Pius the lick of the flame to finish.
Felt like they were very, very ready for that.
Yeah, they knew what that smoke meant. Nice read of the situation. Shuey's done incredible work finding tiles. He got 3. Okay, ace defended. Don't you stress. Some Pius with a claw back onto Nerds short. They've got the bomb ramp, though.
Surely Shuey's just bowed them out there. That's a massive triple kill from the in-game leader.
That is a lot of work done.
He was on 3 kills before that, so he's doubled his frags in that moment and essentially sealed the deal just to keep it to a 1-round game.
The only thing that makes me slightly uncomfortable is just how segregated all the CTs are.
Well, I like the fact that Crimbo's got around the world, so at least he can clear out that space. That means that eventually Shui is going to be able to focus elsewhere, which his biggest problem at this point would be thinking Palace. And Ultimate is patrolling the key rotation, right? They could obviously go all the way around CT spawn, but that's very unlikely. He's heard them now.
Okay, so confirms he's in the right place. Off angle adopted, hoping to catch Heavy God on his swing, but Heavy God looking a little deadly. Wins it out and pulls it back to a 2-on-2.
Just use your nades and hold them at bay.
Got 25 seconds and the bomb is still under enemy control. This is so hard for G2, regardless of the fragging done so far. Crimbo lingering in Palace.
Sure, we need to let him get the bomb.
He's going to let them retrieve it. They'll scoop it up, 10 seconds to go. It is going to be well timed from Crimbo. Catches some Pius, Heavy God, he has the bomb, but he's just surrounded. It's almost unwinnable.
Has to force the plant so he goes down before time.
Takes the fights and looks like he will actually perhaps see a save of sorts. Brings through an AK-47, but not the round.
Okay, that's a huge amount of damage though, right? I understand that the round gets salvaged by that Shui 3K we're about to get in the replay.
Here it is.
Yeah, that spacing there between Mabs and Hunter, not great. That's what makes the first two frags easy, but the third, brilliant. But so much damage done. This is going to be a very weak Liquid buy. They're under a huge amount of pressure right now. They lose this round, it's going to be a streak coming out for G2. So, Liquid, you need to hold on to this.
Oh, Nerds. Does do half health to Malbs. Ultimate will be up close ramp. It's a good angle for this SMG. Whether or not he wants to actually go pushing, with Flash perhaps thrown in, we'll see. Well, no, he is just going to try clearing through. Same thing we saw in that first half. Worked out for Crimbo, works out for Hunter and Mattis.
And Alicia was playing Con with this MP9. You would have liked to have seen a pause and maybe a better idea made generally. It's not that they didn't have an idea, right? They went for the ramp progression, but Alicia has one of those weaker weapons. Maybe he could have been part of that assault. And last round he tried something aggressive too, right? That underpass play with the underhand smoke, looking to catch them on the mid control. Heavy God has this one dead to rights, and that'll be round.
And by doing it this cleanly and this dominantly, you've already highlighted that there could be a string of G2 rounds to follow this. The save's certainly going to be able to keep that conversation alive.
I wonder though, do they want to just set out and hunt? They know that the guns are being carried through. I think with how easy that one was, maybe think, nah, let them save them. We think that we can get it done regardless of those guns still in play. Because everyone is able to get themselves a little bit juicier to carry into the next Hunter, upgrading into an M4. So the money's the conversation here. It's 1900 into the next for Liquid. You have these two M4s, you need to make a move. You take the save on everybody, and then with the 2400 going into the next, you're able to get yourself a buy. He's trying to make a move, but Heavy God accounting for everything there is... There's the timeout. Would have enjoyed it a round earlier, but that's easy to say where we saw how it all unfolded.
Yeah, one of those just rounds that's so easy to dismiss. No flashbang. Head in the crosshair of a Tech-9 up close, and yeah, it just falls apart.
I think it's fortunate that Crimbo and Nerds are the players with the rifles right now. They've been doing a serviceable job throughout this map so far. So how can they insert themselves into the play? Nerds looks like he has a spawn for A. Crimbo too, if they wanted to try and jump up Palace and see if they could isolate the A lurk, that's a fight you can normally take pretty quickly within the round and then have time to back off. Can also start dropping the util they have to the players with just pistols, so they're able to set them up and block elsewhere. Crimbo and Nerds both starting A.
Early heavy util, they are just running up! Way too easy! Hunter and Malbs cut down, Nerds with a double spray. Quick pivot. Heavy God wanted to try and find a rebuttal, but in front of a smoke he can't. He has to respect it, has to concede it, and a rifle will fall. Wicket 2 retrieved by Ultimate. Very good work. Profiting the most out of Nerds' double.
There's just nowhere that they were able to respond to, right? They didn't have anybody near, they didn't over towards B to try and take some space. And in terms of the information, right, you didn't have a whole lot. You just ran out the ramp, hoping to find that gap, knowing that it's the short and the B player. And unfortunately, they were both towards the A site. So do they overthink it, Liquid? It's one of the scenarios where you're in this 5v3. What you want to do on the CT side is merely play for information. You don't want to be in any position where you're hard committed to a fight. Right. As soon as you get the info on even just one player, you're able to rejig and be informed on how you want to set things up. This looks perfect, doesn't it?
It looks pretty tight. And the smoke is going to confirm some of their suspicions. You can see Util thrown out by some Pius. Mattis starts to make his move. And in the open, though, it doesn't matter if he hits the shots. Ultimate will go down eventually, but the round is theirs. Nerds, 4 kills. You were saying he's been putting in a shift. You're saying he's been doing his job. He certainly does this time. 2 saved rifles. He leaves with 4 kills.
Yeah, beautiful round. Okay, so if you look at the rounds that Liquid have been able to win throughout this map so far, it's the ultimate 1v2 where they had 1 saved gun and a couple of upgrades, and now 2 saved M4s turned into a win against a fully bought up G2. Now, there won't be any issues as far as the guns are concerned. They can get them out again. No Sampaio's AWP, but Ultimate has his. These are 2 AWPers who I actually would prefer to just see with rifles in their hands.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
At least did he just nade himself? Or didn't
catch it. Could have been an attempted break. He doesn't have his HE.
Yeah, I was looking at the other monitor,
yeah.
so
a slower approach, understandably, when you just tried a pacey A and it collapsed.
They've essentially been given mid-control. Interesting now with the block smoke over towards B, if Crimbo starts to gravitate short so they can clamp down as a unit. But with the setup on A, that's telling that won't be the case. So just siphoning through the util to slow this roll. Peek from Elige. Doesn't get any information, and now the underpass crawl can activate. Window smoke deployed.
And top connector.
So this could be an A split or meandering up catwalk and trying to turn the screws on Crimbo and Nerds. Looks like it will be up through Con. Oh, get Hunter into the window.
Ramp smoke is fading.
Hunter is so good at this. Probably the best in the world at playing the window lurks. There you go.
It's an opening kill from the window position. Ultimate gonna have a lot of work to do. They're all pushing in. Never mind. Shuey gets 2. Strafes on out. Perfect for 2.
Flashes deep.
Yeah, Hunter, however, can cut this rotate off. You're not going through the murder hole. It's got that name for a reason, and a missed shot should be able to get that bomb planted. Sampaio takes a little bit of a lick from the incendiary. Hunter distracted. It's Nuts that's pulled him away from that CT side. Sampaio's Tetris. Hunter still doing a great job for G2. In combination with Sampaio, it will fall to Crimbo, the super sub. What have you got? A missed opportunity towards the ramp player. And a very uncomfortable post-plant for him. How are you supposed to find this defuse?
And Abnan.
Yeah, Hunter's playing it really smart. I say that. Have to eat my words if he gets this. Doesn't find the headshot. Sampaio confirms it's their round. Nice attempt from Crimbo regardless.
Yeah, good rifling work there from Hunter to hold the rotations, and a keen one there from Sampaio. Okay, you hear that from Shuey.
Yeah.
They win this, they're winning the game. And that's, again...
Elige's nade.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. He's trying to do the brick side one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all the face it demons are doing these days.
Get a little bit tricky with it, cost him 60 health. Now, the reason that Shuey's saying that is because neither team has built any loss bonus. So both teams are just teetering between 1400, 1900, 1400, 1900. So he thinks they win this round, they bankrupt G2. This is worth 2 and gets them back in. So key round right now.
Chip damage onto Mattis. Ultimate keeps trying to sweep through the ramp side. Nothing to report despite heavy occupation. In fact, the whole squad starting to congregate outside of A. Plenty of CTs to respond here. Nerds gets forced out.
Oh, wow.
That's very aggressive. Ultimate onto Sampaio, but blinded. They're coming through. Shuey's done very good shift on the A side. This time, unable to provide a thing. Heavy got a Mattis have broken in. Elige behind the smokes. Bomb being planted and a flash in front of the face of Ultimate. Limiting what he's able to do as he tries to sweep into the site. Mattis could be spotted on that one. A nade with his name on it. And a close quarters duel that Malps will win out. Traded by Crimbo. Are they even interested Shui told them how important this one was.
They should
not the
save.
desired
They'll have
result.
nothing in the next round. They need to be saving.
Yeah, no way. With the AWP's a nice bonus.
Has Alish gotten a kill in this second half?
I don't think so.
Now, Shui's had a couple of moments. So he came from first having to second with only 3 kills. He's sitting on 8 right now. So he's had a couple of multi-kills that have been somewhat influential. But yeah, this is slipping away from Liquid now. This is their map choice. It is Inferno up next. Again, even though they picked up the victory yesterday, still going to give them the standard excuse. And this is the thing, they even accounted for the A play, right? Because Nerds, traditionally the short player, was over towards A. That Joker scenario that we do see play out a lot on Mirage.
Yeah, just that extra man.
So they read the situation. They just didn't win the fights, and that's tough.
Sometimes that's Counter-Strike.
Yeah. All right, so G2 limiting the aggressions early here. Top Cat Smoke and Molly into the well of middle to make sure nobody can just run up and take the fight before they get this island box control. But Ultimate and Elige, and again, Elige really needs to give them something. Shui's found some space. But Heavy got great on the extremities. And it is just the USP.
Yeah, which is why Shui has burrowed in this corner and is just going to hope he gets a back turn of Heavy God. You know, it's not a glamorous job. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, and some of them make it look good, right? Heavy God's one of those players who...
Oh, yeah, that actually might force him wide. It's not gone spread deep enough.
Okay, so
forward position could be overlooked.
Yeah, if he can catch a timing, we can start to have conversations. Heavy God doesn't clear this guy. What do you reckon? 50-50? 100% clears it?
Yeah. He has played this game before.
Yeah, I think when you play these roles, you're not going to get caught off by anything. Alicia's done some damage onto Malbs. Bomb slipping down close towards Con, so are they going for the A finish? Ultimate and Elige will be here with the rifles in a second. There's still time to pivot.
B certainly gives the path of least resistance, but no, yeah, into A, into Ultimate, into the AWP. Headshot provided, more required.
Time.
And they've only got 18 seconds to make this work. Heavy damage inflicted, Ultimate gives him the opportunity, and they collapse. Krimbo, the last man. He's over on the other side of the map.
Okay, call it 12.
Wow. I mean, fair play to G2. They are running that clock down. It was by no means a guarantee. And then just suddenly, they managed to find a massive frags in a short period of time.
Again, it's another scenario where Liquid have the right players in the right places, and they're unable to connect the dots there. So the swarm of G2 makes sure that it's overtime at a minimum. That was just 2 saved guns, so it will be another rifle round as Hunter is recycling the weapons on the site, making sure nothing is get blown into the hands of Krimbo. And he's been spotted now as well, so Sampaius removes him from the play, and there you have it, G2 up to 12. And again, just returning to the conclusion I was drawing from the desk conversation, this is your expectation for G2. This is a team where Yanko's listing the teams that they're losing to. These are the elite squads. Now, Liquid might be an elite org with players who were once upon a time extremely successful, but we are yet to see that in a long period of time. G2, they're just on that cusp. Can Kraków be the event where they break through? Well, they just need to get through Liquid to secure stage 2. Final chance for Liquid to try and claw themselves back in. 4 straight rounds required. No defused kit. Everybody with a rifle, no AWP. Enough utility to make it work, but a standard round with the pace that G2 have been running. Once they get top mid control, they're just hitting the brakes.
Oh, brilliant from Sampaius, using the tracers through the smoke to track Elige. It's important from Ultimate, though. Stops him after 1. Rough first map for Elige.
Yeah.
Complete contrast to yesterday.
Yesterday he was popping off. Yesterday he was just
22
absolutely
or
dominating it. So much confidence. I'll bring it up now. It was, yeah, you bang on 22 kills. He had 7.37% swing, so very influential. 102 ADR.
Crimbo, lucky to be alive after the first spray from Mattis. Will be forced to reposition by the Flames. It looks like Heavy God actually going to try and commit to this. Crimbo, wow, handles the short player. He's done so much. Gets 2 of the required 3, but Heavy God dead to ultimate. That should be round. That should be Liquid 9. It's Hunter in the clutch, though. He's going to give it a good shake of the stick. 48 to work with. Shui already gets across the sight line. Now his ultimate was on site, gets the jump on the first, and Shui could very well be putting himself in the vice if he's not careful. From behind, the backstab should have him. Didn't peek. Nertz did not engage, did not spot him. Shui should have the drop on him. Oh, the reactions! Truly ridiculous, revolting from Hunter! Precision on display! He's been playing this game a long time, but he keeps on shining.
What a stylish way to pick up map number 1 for G2. Liquid in the dumps right now as we head to Inferno. Well, a fun map there with some shining moments from Hunter. A great way for this one to close.
Got those Kovac reactions. That's Kovac rifling.
Okay, well, let's throw this one. I know what Moses had a dream about.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what he had a dream about. It was Team Liquid versus G2 on Inferno, I reckon, and he saw it go 3 maps. He saw us get to cast Anubis.
Look, I'm looking forward to it. Harry and Hugo got the honor a little bit earlier today when BCG lost their series.
Yeah, 3D Max looking pretty strong.
Let's see if Liquid can bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. Shui was right. He did hit some crazy shots in that last round, but they did kind of lose control of Mirage, and that was Liquid's pick. A reminder as well, second stage of IEM Kraków available for the winner of this one. G2, the desk has already discussed it at length. This is somewhat of a must-win for a team like G2, especially with Liquid fielding a stand-in. Naf unable to attend, we do have Crimbo in his place.
And I expect him just to play pit anchor.
Yeah. Well, he's been, certainly hitting the shots necessary.
Just as hard to have influence over the game proactively unless you play it like ROPS, so you're receiving a lot of the fights. But for A to deal with this...
Oh, hang on. A little bit delay on Elijah's engagement. Oh! Stunning! Tracks the second as well. Elige, a double, quadra. Okay, nearly all 5 on the pistol from Elige. He's nearly got his same Mirage frag total in the pistol.
Yeah, I think he would have been pissed off with his performance in map number 1, right? This is a guy who we just cast yesterday, lighting up the scoreboard on that very map. He gets 3 kills in the first half, 2 in the second, and now he's gotten 4 on the pistol. So if he can get going, he can be a difference maker. There's no doubt about it. Second one is dirty. Absolutely dirty there from Elige.
Filthy, yeah, 4 from him.
Okay, well, that's one way to shake off the woes.
Was it deliberately that he didn't shoot the guy that was looking at the floor because he knew his teammates were going to keep coming out? The guy hadn't seen him. Or whether or not it was just a little delay. Very interesting.
Crimbo gets a little bit of info there in second mid. There's also this question mark smoke top middle, but Elige flashed off, needs to back off. Supportive U2 holds them at the door for now. 2 smokes to find a finish. No flashes to assist with entry pathing. So all congregate in Banana right now. Another smoke will just be darted out to the half wall. And Sentry connects with that to try and delay this assault of G2. They have gambled the third player over. Sampaius lobs out the smokes from a distance. Near they come.
Yeah, how's Ultimate going to fare here? He times it very well. 3 heads roll in just 20 bullets of the magazine. Shui going to be susceptible to this jump up. Yeah, vulnerable, no cover. Elige able to provide one onto Sampaius under a lot of pressure. Scrutiny, but with resolve, he does manage to solve. Gets himself that double. He's up to, what, 6-1 in the first 2 rounds of play.
Yeah, so we had a 4K on the pistol for Elige. We had a 3K on the follow-up for Ultimate.
Yeah.
So between those 2 moments, there's rounds being won.
And he has, unironically now, got more kills on Inferno in 2 rounds than he did in Mirage over the course of 2 halves.
Okay, so let's see if this trend can continue. As you need to bring some fire. We were talking about Hatman yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
You learned the name of Hatman.
I did, and then I forgot the name of Hatman.
I just think calling him Hatman, it's a good name.
And I'm 20%
20% sure
that it was Dan.
Okay. Dan the Hatman.
Dan the Hatman.
It rhymes too.
It does. And he brings some energy that's kind of, usually reserved for teams not called Liquid.
Yeah, we're making assumptions from a ways away, I'll be honest, but I'm assuming it seems American sport culture.
It does.
So it could be a little bit... I
Is
don't...
it because he was wearing an American sport jacket?
Yes, but I don't think... Initially I said maybe American football. I've retracted that swiftly.
Okay.
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse. That's a good shout. Kind of a jockey, but not like, you know, a bit of a nerdy jock.
Well, lacrosse guys are cool.
Yeah, probably.
But not as cool as the football guys.
I mean, it does look less cool. I'm sure they'd still be, you know,
True.
cooler than me.
Could be swimming. He was tall.
It's true. Okay, Elige is definitely not playing scared, is he?
Give him some more.
He's going to be in that little Nico cubby. Catches him as they walk up, but also, what a lovely way to have the early info. He knows nothing's up. They're pivoting into the three-man stacked A site. Looks like Ultimate's going to get info top mid. Is he going to be taking fights here? Yes, he isn't. I lied.
Oh, why is he going B?
I have no idea. I have
Elige
absolutely no... Elige said nothing's here! Ultimate comeback, says Crimbo. Need some help. Need a little hand, please, and thank you. Nade in combination with the bullets seem to be fine. No problems here.
Okay, spotless. That's a great way to go into the next rifle round, isn't it? No need for reinvestments. Everybody had rifles. Sure, Ultimate has himself with a FAMAS, but that'll be all good in the hood. And equiping themselves will be G2 now. So Yanko discussing the push-pull.
I will also just remind everyone that Liquid had a strong start map one as well. It was like a 6-2 half. Sure, that was
that is true.
East side, but like Liquid had no absence of strong starts. It's about how you finish, though.
Well, they're looking to do a three-man B opener. Crimbo's going to throw the deep banana smoke to help facilitate this. So it's him and Ultimate's job just to hold them at bay. Furious smoke, and away they go. They're going to fight.
Yeah, straight up, spamming down into the smoke grenade. Ultimate has gone down. Was he aggressive middle there? It looks like he was. Looking at the radar, you can see that X quite forward position. Mattis just owns him.
I don't know about that. We'll get to that in a moment because there's still... Shui, aggressive banana, and Nerds here also committed. Kind of have to fight. Like... Okay, well, Nerds will brave it, swing away. Mattis got top mid control.
They really are applying pressure to Elige. What's his response to this? He'll throw a smoke
Has to play ahead of it.
Forward.
Crimbo's with him. They're giving up the A site, essentially.
Whoa, it's an uncomfortable round, isn't it? Looking good for G2. Shui's in this forward position, though. There's certainly
Nerds is just trying to bait.
an opportunity for Shui to go overlooked or uncleared. Looks like some players will be swinging through. Did a bit of a double take, but in their 2-on-1 exchange, Liquid managed to tie things up even. The bomb was spotted as well.
40 seconds. They have time to pick this one up.
Crimbo's playing Joker. He just lets Nerds play for the 1v1. Or what's going to be a 1v2. Crimbo just going to be hiding out the back of the site if he goes down, if they elect to commit to this fight. Ooh, nice clear from Malbs. He's nailed it now. Let's see how Crimbo fares.
Well, Heavy God's clearing A and he isn't taking contact. They might take the bomb back, right? Heavy God, at the same time they took this banana fight, walked out Boiler, and Elige was playing safe on Trash. So the fact that Heavy God hasn't been spotted by the pit anchor, but Elige will be in library in time. Can he get anything done on the cross?
Oh, we can definitely get something done. Heavy God goes down. Bomb is spotted. And 2 across. 3 bullets. Reloads in front of their faces. Has he got any more? Needs to buy time for Crimbo to be a part of this.
Crimbo has the kit.
Yeah, and he's trying to buy time for that. Not in a hurry. Malbs and Mattis both sticking on site. Trapped by Elige's position. Nice angle from Mattis. He punishes Elige. Probing prematurely. No time for Crimbo to really make a round out of this, and I think he's acknowledging that, starting to back away. Going to try and do some economical damage on the way out the door. Just the one.
You could see that even with the way that Crimbo was pathing away, they didn't know where both players were. So I think in that moment, Elige thinks he can isolate a fight on the site, and he didn't know that both players, they still didn't even get the information that both players were there after that exchange went down.
This was impressive from Malbs. Usually you see that top sandbags position. I think no, it's just a bit premature. Starts to pull the trigger, and this, I love that angle from Mattis. Saw how much it punished Elige. I wanted to see Mattis opening onto Ultimate because that was 3 kills in the round from him. So
yeah, I think if you're starting 3 banana, normally you just want your A players to be delaying. If you have an AWP, it can make things a little bit easier on you. But having a rifle like that, almost feel like you're throwing your life away. The buy's not great for G2. Still trying to be quite impressive on this banana control, and Elige is more than happy to fire back to delay and look for any damage through the smoke he can. So
Another 3-2 start. And that's quickly subsided. Nurse has cheated back over.
That's an interesting depth for the smoke, like on the logs of Broom. Malbs is ahead of it.
He wants this.
Yeah, Shui, you're in a lot of trouble. How's he done that? He gets one. Moving with the FAMAS, finds a headshot, and Elige feeling like a lot of work to be done if they were to commit here. Just kept at bay by the flames.
He needs to play side-side. Ultimate's going to want to take this angle.
Okay, that's going to be really nice.
But if they search, it's this half-wall boost that I'm worried about. The fight might come quicker than that anyway.
Ultimate's on the line. Just a reaction speed test, and Mattis just crouches into the AWPer.
It's all about the heavy god lurk again for me.
Wait, why does Elige look like he's pushing that smoke? He's pushing the smoke. This is uncharacteristic aggressions, and it's met with an AK bullet. All right, then. Kind of feels awkward now, doesn't it?
I can catch the... Oh, no, the bomb's passed.
Still?
Well, they know where both players were. AWP on B, Crimbo aggressive. A site should be open. Where does Hunter want to use this smoke after the plant? Will it just be for Moto? Look how disconnected. It's going to take a good 10 seconds for Ultimate just to rotate over here. Crimbo, and they know where Crimbo is, so it's either through apps or short. If they get the nade in pit, you can take Heavy God out. Hunter's actually being proactive, playing through this long smoke, so he is buying some space. Burrows into Moto. Got to get a move on, boys.
Could be one hell of a HE if he gets it right. Heavy God, on your head, son! Dunked on! Hunter the wrap. Oh, no, elects not to.
Yeah, it's not a good plant.
No, it's a good plan from this side. Gonna need some covering fire. Here is Ultimate, and he's not gonna miss. Nails it with the AWP. Fourth for Team Liquid, seventh for Ultimate.
Yeah, a little bit dicey there, wasn't it? So for me, again, it's the Heavy God lurk that opens up that round. He found the timing on Nertz on the long side, and Elige playing for info at the same time. So those stereo frags coming in is what felt like it was gonna cost Liquid. This is with your Heavy God, right? You're playing in this position. You're thinking, why is he got an aid so late in the round, right? Those tend to be quite frustrating when someone has an incendiary or a HE for those type of moments. I think they know they probably could have snatched that one away.
Well, if I show you the radar as the bomb goes down, you've struggled to explain it. Actually, no, you wouldn't, because you did. You've actually described exactly what was going to happen.
You understand Hunter's move too, right? And the reason they plant in sight is because you're worried if there's somebody library or you know has Crimbo data back apps, I can't plant default. But then round gets away from him.
I mean, you're anticipating a late HE like that.
2 MP7s, and this one Heavy God and Sampius.
Heavy God had a fantastic T-side on the first map of this series.
Elige is the one operating with the MP9. Let's see if he just charges down Banana. It'll be a two-player A start, so G2 maybe a little bit more worried about something... Sorry, Liquid a little bit more worried about something faster towards A.
Ouch, Malb swallows. 45 damage from a HE grenade. Man Incendiary is destined for a little more, trying to flush them forward, and they will have here that audible. Not the most perfect of HEs, doesn't do any damage, and now flashed off of the CT line. A third man coming to peek in, it's Ultimate, just in time, but a missed shot between the wickets. Would have loved that. And with confirmation of the AWP's location, Heavy God might start cooking.
He's found some good timings and moments so far, and it's a complete reroute. Nobody stays Banana. Shui cheats over to make this 3 strong on A. Sampius tasked with throwing the nades, a supportive AWPing piece. And they're about to erupt through middle on the fade of this smoke.
Yeah, what have you got, nerds? Shui tries to draw attention and segregate, and actually Sampius is alone. The resweep from Nerds. This is a great isolation of the fights. He can't get two. Brought down by Malbs. Converging into the site, Pit's still occupied. It's Shui onto Malbs. It's Crimbo, though, on the truck. If he can get one, deny that bomb, it's awkward. G2 in trouble. Hunter takes a heavy bullet from Elige, and he's left alone. Should be 5. Liquid, solid as a rock in the defense.
Okay, we'll have to be a partial now and maybe into the following a sore tactical timeout to start having a conversation, because again, it's a strong start into map number 2 for Liquid.
Really liked that kind of combo of Nertz and the Shui Incendiary. I think he may have heard the push of Sampius, and knew he had someone dead to rights on that clear.
He did have a couple of, like, in Banana as well. The HE was good, and then the Incendiary that lands that flushes them forward. They were definitely being harassed by the utility thrown by Liquid.
Yeah.
So what's the strat right now? It's a car smoke that Elige is ahead of.
Ash?
Gonna get blind.
Elige. Oh, he was looking at the floor, but it doesn't matter. Still sufficiently flashed and executed. So now you've got a rifle and a man advantage.
Yeah, this is the double-edged sword of wanting banana control, right? You don't want to let Tech9 just have banana control to do a B execute, but at the same time, if you play forward on your own, that can happen. Now they have a rifle, now they have a man advantage, and they can still go for the same plan that they were hoping for.
Also, twice, Ultimate's been on this very line. Are you going to be surprised if he's there again?
Surely they smoke first.
Yeah, he's going to get one, but they're coming quick. He's going to get overrun if he's not careful. Shui cannot give his life up. He must maintain some sight presence, and more than that, he's found a headshot. They're closing the gap, throws out the smoke, Tech9s are coming for him, gets overrun, cover from Ultimate, it's a no-scope. And Amalb's finding him eventually, gets a bit lost in the source to Shui. Altis Deeg is known to be deadly. He's already demonstrated that thrice. Needs the ace. Ultimate last seen towards the ruins. Crimbo's utility kind of tells him where they both were. Now he's found himself an opportunity to try and manufacture the 1 versus 1.
The only safe spot.
Oh, just perfect from Ultimate. Creeps into the line. And his third frag. I don't know how that no-scope covering Crimbo, it really did save Crimbo's life. I'm curious to see how far of a long-range no-scope that was from Ultimate, but he's got a bit of a smile on his face.
Yeah, and he's having a good map, right? 10-2 right now. Yeah, important kill from Shui, and then the defensive smoke. They're sure able to use it against them. For Malbs, there was very tough, right? He can't plant anywhere in the site. Get to first oranges, I suppose, but even still. So this is it. This is a similar time as map number 1 where Saw took a timeout and they were able to have a spurt of rounds to get themselves back into the game. As far as Inferno is concerned, I think 6 is good for the CT side for Liquid. They can make it great with 1 or 2 more. So how do they open this round? Do they want to just take the pace out of it again, which is what we saw on the T side of Mirage, going default spreads, allowing the Liquid squad to really just siphon through their nades and then just grouping up for the finish. Crimbo playing for info again through Boilo. Jump spot. Well, no, just strafes past. Wants to delay their timings for the default of Apps and Boiler.
Silent mantling.
That's very efficient. You don't need to go on the stairs.
Yeah, none of that. Don't want to risk being spotted out by the mid-aggress.
Also want to jump past that window.
More forward position from the sniper.
And it is a tempered pace, right? They're not really jostling for banana control in the same way. Trying to be a bit more methodical about it.
Ooh, he clips him.
8.
Bang, the 1-2 punch, that's lovely. Well, that's not so great. Nuts burns down, forced wide, spam doesn't quite connect. Oh, but the nades do! Ouch! G2 off the back of the timeout, and they've got a 2-on-4 in their hands.
I'm going to take a look at the util in a second because as Ultimate puts in another, it's just some pies. A lot of the time, they're in these like blender scenarios where the nades that are coming in from Liquid are great, right? They're doing a lot of damage. They're also being distractions.
Like every time they get a little bit of a foothold, there's like an incendiary flash, a HE, something to make them uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it's not always doing a huge amount of damage, but it's still causing chaos in these scenarios.
You do hear some bias. Sure, you got the bomb down. I figured that was all you're going to get, a consolation prize. But a conversation about the clutch is... Ooh, that was lovely onto Ultimate there. This is what you're saying. I mean, every time I see Ultimate or some bias with like a rifle, they do look pretty comfortable with it.
Right.
Pretty comfortable.
I think this is the thing in CS2. It's tough to be an elite level AWPer. So we're spoiled by players like Molodoi.
How many do we have?
Onasies. Well, Zywoo.
Yeah.
Onasi, Molodoi, Shiro.
And then it gets a bit like, you know.
Wonderful definitely had his moments in the
Wonderful
major.
Torji, like how much do you...
Right, so
yeah.
Exactly. Simple.
Simple, obviously.
Of course. Okay, so these last patch of rounds have been close. You know, 2 or 3 players surviving. So it doesn't feel hopeless for G2, even though the scoreline doesn't look great. But you're running out of chances.
Oh, and he's running up mid. This is very aggressive from Shui with a full belt of util as well. He just wants to be a bit of a destabilizing presence. He's completely pantsed them. Nuts doesn't get caught off by some pious. Liquid are not giving him any respect.
A gear shift here.
I mean, we all have played an Inferno game where the CTs just run at you, but not IEM Kraków, not with a spot in stage 2 on the line.
And final one in the back there from Elige all the way down. The base is second mid, so
That's
this is
so cheeky.
feel good. This is a very dominant CT half right now.
Whatever that is.
But we'll find out. Once we see the smoke that Nerds throws, we will know what they call Astralis smoke.
Yeah.
Which some other team might call G2 smoke.
Like when Steel was asking for the Astralis Flash 2018 edition in our matchmaking game.
Oh, of course.
Hey, you know the 2018 Astralis Flash?
Yeah.
Let me think about that
Give it
real
a go.
quick. Am I on B when I'm throwing that, or?
Now, of course. Let me just, yep.
Yep, just checking.
Yep. I throw it.
Yep. Blind, pop, bang. I like to say all three.
I'm watching Nerds right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Chevmeister's on him.
Is he doing like a spawn insta? He's already got it out.
Maybe just roughly knows. It could be.
Hi guys, welcome to Nerds' Smoke Tutorials. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell. And yeah, so what you want to do is
the
you
spawn
want
where
to
you're in front of the window.
take this spawn, aim at that particular part of the brick, and jump throw. Was there a tap W? That's the question.
There was a tap W.
It looked like a tap dub.
Does he land it? Oh, you're happy
Oh,
with
the
that.
judges.
Okay.
Happy with what they've seen. And that seems to be... I think
Morning damage!
they're throwing an Astralis HE.
Oh, well, this is the Virtus Pro spam.
Ah, yeah. Is he going for a Zentares as well? Wow.
Gonna need an element out of G2 if they want to win this round. Otherwise, it could just be all potty for Liquid.
Yeah. Bad.
Yeah, so util damage. More was done in this round, but you have 137 for Shui, 111 for Crimbo, 123 for Nerds, 73 for Elige, which is going to go up. Even more right here.
Wow.
The nade placement has been
It's almost
marvelous.
Astralis-like, dare I say it.
It's very nice to watch. I think opening kills is a real problem for G2 in this half. They have managed only 2 as Heavy God gets a pair of his own, but will go down.
He's always good for a couple. Heavy God and his Desert Eagle, but 9 and 1, yeah, not the same case as that timeout kind of stopping the bleed. Liquid responded quite quickly, straight up the guts of mid, and it really has put G2 in a rather inescapable hole.
I think I said that Shui was at 137 before the damage done from
Did.
that last round. Now he's at 248.
Ooh, so he hit.
And Elige was at 73, and now he's at 152. So doubling it.
Serious?
Yeah, so it just keeps going from bad to worse right now. All right,
Like
2 rounds left.
600 damage of, like 6 kills worth of utility damage
Yeah,
in
right.
10 rounds. It's impressive. Ultimate blind. Oh, he just pulls the trigger anyway. Ridiculous. And that was a quick one from Crimbo. Tracks the wide swing.
This is one of those ones that you're going to have to go out in the huddle and quickly wipe it away. We've all copped a hiding before, but this is such a shift, right? Elige was struggling on map number 1, managed 5 kills.
Yeah, he's shaking it off. It's really positive signs.
And that's the thing, I was a little bit worried when I saw Ultimate 3K and Elige 4K, right, to get them their early rounds, but now it's looking great, right? It's team play. They have a very good understanding of when they're initiating together, when the nades are coming in. We've been highlighting a lot of that. And right now, you're in a 3v5 number disadvantage scenario that happened in the blink of an eye. You don't really have any options. You've got 2 smokes and a molly. The B execute is all they have. Ultimate tucked in towards Emo with the AWP. First contact, Shui. First oranges. And no flash to even push them off of these lines.
And the smoke's not going to affect Ultimate's outcome. He's primed and ready. And he doesn't hesitate, doesn't overflick, nails it onto Hunter. A missed shot now, and if he repeats, Sunpius could punish. Awkward now, he's been audibly heard and executed. Never mind, Ultimate at the back of the site. 4 kills deep in the round, 16 and 3. What a half he's having.
Gets a bit of a smile there from the coach as well. Could be an 11-1 in a moment's time. This was great, fully blind for this first one. Smoke for the break as well, not quite deep enough, but still profits. And Shui drawing enough attention. Defensive smoke there, lobbed in front sight. Final round, first half, second map, progression series.
maps pop.
Yeah, Liquid have been very consistently winning the fight for that banana control, making life really difficult for G2. When they want it, they get it. And this is ballsy, right? The fact that Shui's not supported or...
I think the only thing that's fine with this is if he goes down, there's still time to rotate because he's so deep. But things are working, you may as well. Something that would normally be like, nah, let's not do that. When you're 10-1 up, you're going to take these type of risks.
Oh, and it's rewarded as well. Does he throw out the smoke? Like that really, yeah, that ruins your day,
It's Map's 5th opening death.
Rough.
He was also giving away a lot of opening deaths as well over on Mirage. And it's just not even tradable, right? And they can't respond off of the death either with any space elsewhere.
Ooh, hang on. Ultimate missing a shot. Doesn't really matter if he's got so much support. Elige and Nerds are there. Not anymore, they're not. Elige goes down. Crimbo's here. Heavy got an easy frag. And the bomb. Info flows. Man advantage. Crimbo supported by the... Scroll wheel! Nearly got weird. Whew. Everything's fine. We're looking at 11 and 1/2.
And all you can do is sit here and give you a bit of a tip of the hat, as Hat Guy would say, to Team Liquid. 11-1. Domination on display. The CT side of their opponent's map choice. This one could be going to Anubis.
Left side or long?
I'm still diffusing.
Where's my kid?
Nice!
Do we have time?
You have it?
I have it.
I'm running just for safety, Karim. I trust you, but I'm running.
Why you don't trust me?
I trust you, but I'm running.
Fucking work.
Dude, let's go.
Oh, the vibes high in the comms, and understandably so. An 11-1 smashing G2's pick, and it's already practically over.
Safety first there from Ultimate. I like it.
Yep. I trust you, but I am running. Hunter is running into second middle with some high-octane Counter-Strike. He doesn't want to let this one just roll over and die. He'd rather put up a fight. Malb's holding his mid.
Oh, caught the player slipping apps.
Oh, he's doing an awful lot, isn't he? Crimbo, hang on. Taking down some Pius has put a bit of a spanner in the works and coming on in for more. Nice from Malbs. Nails the headshot. Hunter's got the angle. This is very cheeky from him. He's using
he has to be around it
range of the
somewhere.
USP, and you walked in, he still taps your head off, and he's feeling pretty hard done by. Of course it's me. Why is it me?
Okay, that's an
One.
avenue.
Oh, what? He's got on them both. They can just pivot. They wrap B, or do they just go for this pit player? Hunter's managed to get himself into pit as well. So good positionally. What a pistol he has had. Both on his screen. He's doing it on his own. Double kill from Hunter. Still, perhaps Shui's got something to do about this one. Never mind. Mattis in the back. And it is going to be a G2 pistol.
Looks a little bit ugly there for a second. You bang on about the positioning, right? And I think the best way to try and shake off getting dominated in the first half is to come out and try and take some initiative. The problem is it can go the other way. So the fact that they're able to stick the landing on this and Malbs is able to get a couple of kills, that might be a confidence booster. But the fact that Ultimate gets these two, they're piecing the round together, think, okay, Hunter's probably in apps, we might have an open runway, but you're bang on. He did a great job at maneuvering around.
Just already being in pit. Mad.
So Liquid really want to keep applying this pressure. Bomb goes down, Force Spike comes through, 2 MP7s to Tech 9 and 2 Galils. That's the thing, you don't have to play this one fast. You know that G2 are going to have the weapon and or utility advantage, right? Depends on what they're trying to prioritize here. But if you just wait out the normal block utility and you throw enough of your own to force that, you might be able to give yourself the advantage when you can pop into a play later. And it looks like they're going straight in for an apps pop with 3. First block smoke lands, they have to play through it.
Yeah, they are just charging straight in. Heavy Gods FAMAS good for it. Tracks that pit drop and covered by Hunter. Just into the meat grinder. Look at that. Perfect. G2 5 alive. Liquid's force falls flat.
Okay, well, will this be a comeback for the ages? It is going to be a long way back up the mountain. But as far as CS2 and MR12, it should be saying MR12, right? As opposed to CS2 is concerned. This can happen very quickly because right now it's just going to be a deco. Next round will be a rifle round. And there's no reason that G2 can't get on top of that, right? And if they keep limiting plants, we know it's going to put them in a situation where even with max loss bonus for Liquid, they're going to have to go buy, half buy. Nert sees the swift move from Sapias in towards window. Recom to Ultimate, who's just burrowed down in second mid. Flash.
Swing. Frag. Clean as you like. A little bit of HE as well. Right on the doorstep. Double nade finds Nerds.
They're playing like a team who thinks this is possible right now. And they're not just, playing default, burrowing up. They're still staying active. These moves that you're seeing mean that there has to be comms. Someone has to be calling the play, or things have to be working within the team to be making these motions happen. Can they keep it clean again? Inferno will likely see this one just simmer out for a moment's time, but Liege probing a boiler. Crimbo and Ultimate will be coming up the guts of mid.
Dealt with. Ultimate just trying to stop it from being back-to-back flawless rounds. He wants to try and get one.
18 and 6 right now.
Yeah, he's had a great first half.
We were having a discussion. It's something that I've definitely been an advocate before is resetting the...
Oh, he does get one.
Resetting the scores at half.
Yeah.
Right? Because, it doesn't tell the true picture, and being able to keep tabs on every player and their frags from half to half. Obviously on HLTV you can go after the match and you can toggle between the sides, but actually having it during the game, it would really show the players who are being impactful from half to half and not just resting on their laurels of a strong opening performance. And it's not that that's bad, it's just that it is a game of two halves. And it can also help us point praise in the right direction when players are putting in big moments. But here we go, guns are out. How long can they keep a lid on this, G2?
No, it's definitely stretching his legs up mid. This is very quick pacing from him. happy to be a bit of a soldier alongside Crimbo on the Apps crawl. Hunter throws out the top banana util.
This gives him a bit more room.
Now Malbs can swing. Yeah, off the flash. They're tucked on Broom. He knows they're there. Covering fire was there, and another opening death for Malbs. Mattis, a similar fate.
Hunter can mop this up.
You certainly can. Look at the health of the two of them. 30 HP between Shui and Elige, both of which are still there.
So they know that Hunter was throwing the util. So aware that there could be another player. That passive flash that was thrown there from Sampaius is to bait them into exactly this.
This is what Yanko was saying. There's no absence of confidence from Hunter. And you don't take a position like this unless you've got confidence. Oh, the whole team's there.
A bit of damage done, but nothing lethal.
Would have been nice.
And now it has to be a save. So here's 12.
Okay, breaking through early.
It's tough for Malbs. Obviously, Yanko was touching on the conversation when he was brought into G2, brought in to potentially be a replacement for Nico if he left, because Malbs played more of those space-taking and aggressive positions previously, but then was tasked with, on the CT side, doing anchor jobs. On the T side, he got some better spots, but they weren't Nico's positions, or essentially some of, or a lot of the positions he plays today, and just hasn't really been able to deliver a superstar level of output in those spots. It's not easy to do.
If it was, it wouldn't be special.
No.
Nice guys, keep it up, focus. Nothing lost yet, let's go. Clean.
I'm going to ask on air, is that from this round right now?
I suspect so.
Okay.
1 round ago.
Because I don't imagine that would be...
The sentiment now?
It's going to be a similar sentiment, but it just got infinitely harder.
Yeah, it did.
I understand it's only 1 round, but now it's only 1 round.
Yeah.
At least you had a buffer before. All right, well, Sampaius brings out the AWP. Do they keep up the more slightly aggressive maneuvers like the pistol? And Molly is to dissuade exactly that.
Oh, Malbs just already operating a heavy loss of health. 34, all that remains of him, as he does make sure Mattis gets on that box silently. Doesn't want to give the game away.
What's the timing?
He can't be. If he throws it, oh, it's way too early. They've played this slow of Liquid. And over the half wall gives you a bit of an angle.
That hasn't landed as intended.
Don't think so, no.
It is sketchy smoke because it hasn't landed as intended, but
You can see Shui was kind of tempted to investigate.
they can do whatever they want right now. They're about to get top mid control. Nerds and Crimbo in combination. Mattis is going to start lobbing out his util. They've kept this 3-man B setup with the boost in place the entire time, but they draw out that smoke. You've got brackets now. You can finish over towards A. Heavy God gets the opener. Okay, well, that's the pit player. You know he's the pit player. Do you still want to head his way?
And if you don't, you might have to get past this sniper.
So
Sampaius actually going to react into the site as a reaction to the library smoke. Gives Nerds a lot of room. Hang on, Heavy God's going to be exposed if he's not careful. Yeah, awkward fight now for Heavy God. He's done so well. How's he got 2? Number 3 asking too much of him, but Sampaius can just finish this one off. Combat AWPing from the Spanish sniper. Triple out of Sampaius. G2C another round of play.
All right, well, there's enough money for another Liquid buy, so the pressure will not stop. But important opening incision that comes in, and how many AWPers you've seen with highlights from around this box. I think this needs to be an AWPer's bread and butter on a map like Inferno, so Sampaius putting it on display.
Nice, Alvaro. What a name as well, Alvaro.
You win this one, you can put Liquid on a partial.
Elige takes 50 damage. He does look like he wants to take this fight. Malbs, this looks like an aggressive push that still won't work out.
2 and 7.
2 and 7. Rough in the opening duel department for him.
It's something to be said. It's good that he's not backing down from his role, but also just having one of those days.
feel like a liability. Ooh, very hectic spray that does actually work out for him. Hunter will connect onto Shui on the final couple of bullets through that CT smoke, and the whole squad were outside of B. They're going to park Elige and see if anything comes their way upon the fade. That looks like it's going to be 50 damage. Oh, just a bit shy. Doesn't do anything. And a missed orb shot, but still the rifles are there. Hunter swings on out, and Elige will punish Mattis.
I think if they got that nade in, right? You wonder if it does enough to take Elige out of the picture, but either way.
I see how good Heavy God's anchoring is. He did so well in the previous with his double. But now he needs to do it again. 3 players, 1 defender. Hunter smoked off, starts to spam, drawing attention and contributing. Hunter is doing so much for G2 right now. Quad kill from Hunter. He's on B, he's on A, he's everywhere. Keeping his squad, calling the shots, and fragging at the top of the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, a couple of bailout kills from him there.
He clutched on the final round of 1v3 as well.
That was stylish, wasn't it? That shot he hit on Shui was insane.
He's looking really good.
When you look at this, there's so much pressure on Heavy God, but no. Hunter takes one through the smoke, that pressure alleviated, and then Heavy God, he gets one. That's all he needs. Okay, still believing is Sampaius. So 6 more required just to push us into overtime here on map number 2. You pull that off, you progress to stage 2. Now the money is partial territory. And there's no need to do a shove all in. You have so many chances, right? You have a pocket strat right now, something that you've had in the lab that you've dry runned. At least try and execute that with pressure, right? A kill or 2, the bomb going down, that's great. You keep the comms chaotic for GT. Don't want to give him clean rounds. You want to avoid just all 5 staying alive and just waltzing in one at a time.
Right. Heavy God hears all of this, and he's not going to play scared. In fact, he's going to play active. Will find an opening kill. Oh, what a quick second as he slides into the fight. They have lost Hunter, though. Their most impactful player no longer with them. They've got a 3-on-3, but they've lost the sight. Behind the smoke, hoping he catches something on that smoke break, and yeah, he will. Mattis actually bursts Elige on mini pit. It's really uncomfortable for the 2 of them now. Shui knows he's going to make a play.
Guns.
Unarmored AK for Shui.
Shui can take a risk in this situation.
Could, yeah. Sampaius is holding for that eventuality. He's actually lining up nades to set him up for the short wrap. Ultimate just going to be tucked, hoping to be overlooked here. Peeks out, catches him on the quick switch. A second is crazy! Oh, we go 3! Anubis required a smashing! An absolute smashing! The question is, what do you do about that? Shake it off. That's what Liquid did after the first map. And we'll be back with Anubis. What is this, number 5 as far as how many Anubises we've seen?
Yes, indeed. Obviously, when it was released during Bounty, they were playing on the old patch. It's been played online a little bit in qualifiers. And we're getting it for the 5th outing during stage 1 of IEM Kraków. 3D Max have played it twice. We've seen Aurora in the server with it, but it'll be the first for these 2 teams. And Saw's bang on with a stand-in. What can you really expect out of Liquid? Well, they've been able to pull at the distance. 13-8 on Mirage, 13-6 on Inferno. Will this be closer for map number 3?
Seeing Liquid on the CT side, I'm immediately reminded that Elige was a bit of a demon in middle.
True.
Could be interesting.
So he'll be impacted by this. G2 won the knife, opted to start T side.
Yeah, so that hasn't changed. Elige gets a lot of info, and they are just running straight towards Temple. Yeah, they are. He concedes the space, finds a further back angle. He's just being chased by the whole squad. We're going through spawn to A. What a call.
Okay, this is definitely a pug call. No U2, just Kevlar.
Okay, Ultimate. Oh, hard fights. Hard fights! Not for Ultimate. Great tracking. Nerds lingers in main, confirms there's no lingering lurk. Hunter takes that space away from him, and he's just going to back into him. Yeah, he wasn't ready for that at all. See you later. Hunter finishes the job, makes it even. A 3-on-3 retake, no kit available. Pug strat working? Question mark. Malbs has given one up. Messy for Sampaius. It's going to get really difficult unless Hunter can keep hitting shots. They do. Both connect. It falls to Elige. He has to come up clutch. Already had his bell rung, low HP, run down by the Glocks. A little overwhelming and a little frustrating, I imagine, for Team Liquid. What an unusual pistol call.
Yeah, because it's going to sketch out the comms, right? And I think that if you're going to operate with a bit of a fakey gameplay right now, that could be a key for G2 to string out this team with a stand-in. Great shooting from Ultimate. He's top of the stats for the series so far. Had a very good showing there on Inferno, but Hunter has been impactful, right? He's been bailing the team out when it needs, and well, he's done it again here.
40B.
Yeah, and obviously we're going to be talking about this new hole and how it can be exploited.
There's some stacked HEs towards the hole right there, and Molotov as well.
3B, 2A, block smoke main for now. A lot of this is going to be the potential for mid-round or late-round rotations or being able to catch players off guard. Stuff when you just start the season and perhaps in with minor tweaks, you don't really know what the meta will become.
Well, I mean, how many scrims total? Like, if you really played it, if you're really keen, it's still going to feel quite weird,
It's
isn't it?
only going to be a handful, right? So, and a lot of it is going to be theory. What ideas do you think are going to work? And if it works in one scrim, who's to say it's going to in another?
Yeah, nice securing that E-box position. Forces out another smoke. It's not great. Hunter can peek in front of this, and Crimbos was ready to punish. Hunter takes a lick. Hunted down by a Liege, and he gets away with it. Nice find. Opening kill provided. Ultimate, though, is he capable with the scout? He is! So composed. Nice with it on the scout. He might even be ready for more as well. That's the bomb on Sampaius' back. That's awkward.
Addis is
with the spread of the flames, and he could have them both. He should have them both. The Liege is low. Nice finds. Malbs onto Ultimate should be his as well. And it all falls into place nicely.
Okay, important couple of kills from Malbs from the pistol now into the Force Spy. It's important for him to get a bit of confidence going. He's at the bottom of the table stats-wise. It's actually him and a Liege. So the two aggressive pieces for both of these teams having some moments to show the struggles. A Liege on Mirage was completely missing, which is the opposite of yesterday's game. And then Malbs, in terms of openings, has been hemorrhaging them. So we'll see how they start to kind of lock horns down the stretch. But neither team is eliminated off the back of this loss, but we'll have to play again tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, just to reiterate for those that missed the death segment at the start of this series, Dupree and YNK discussing that this really should be G2's win with the caveat of a stand-in for Liquid. I mean, G2, the teams G2 had lost to, it is the elites.
And right now, Foot versus Legacy is live. The winner of that will play the loser of this.
Right. And that was in, which map are they into now?
They're in map 2. I don't want to give any spoilers. You know I like to keep it close to the chest for the viewers at home, Alex.
Yeah, a lot of people do like to go back and watch the games they missed. So
I also see people, you know, saying, hey, can you extend the end of the VOD so we don't know when a game ends? So lots of people consuming after the fact. But it is this eco with the saved MP9 and a couple of scuttled in pistols.
There are a lot more MP7s than there were previously.
For sure. There's no doubt about it.
I like the skin choice as well. You know, we get to see a little bit more of the
is a psychedelic guy, though.
Personality of Hunter.
I think it would just be monochrome, but the fact that he's got anything with a bit of color.
I haven't seen that one before. It's crazy. What kind of tree makes that kind of wood? An alien tree.
I was trying to think.
Something from Avatar.
Yeah, because all I had was like Jarrah.
Yep.
Or a pine tree. You don't want a Jarrah tree?
What's a Jarrah?
Maybe it's an Australian tree.
It sounds like an Australian tree.
Gum tree.
Yep.
Oak tree.
We're just naming trees now. Birch tree.
Skill tree.
Walnut tree. Skill tree. A beech. Is there a beech tree or is it just a birch tree?
I don't know. In Valheim, I'd cut down birch and beech trees.
Okay, so they did. Okay. Yeah. I was worried I may have conflated the two.
This is one of the rounds of Counter-Strike of all time.
It is. It is certainly a round. And you're starting to see why that T side... so, obviously, you've probably had a run around. Have you had a chance to kind of get a feel for it? Playing the map?
I played a couple, but I hated it. I just...
Why?
I think it's because I wanted more.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't... Oh, Mattis. There you go. I think you may have spotted him on the radar there, son. So that'll come through. But I think I didn't expect more. I think I wanted more because fundamentally the map is going to play essentially the same. This hole is going to make it more jarring at points. You can already see how people... First, when you're doing map theory, it's all based on the timings of when do we meet, right? And then what utility can be used, and then everything kind of gets built on top of that. Well, people are already, you know, molly-nade combos. You're not running through that hole.
What about the hole on like B plat for E-Box?
This is the thing.
Does that do anything?
Well, for the CTs, if you're playing on that platform and you want to flush the Ts back out once they've taken space.
Yeah, sure.
So that is an option.
And it does make the lineup for the Ts, you know, to molly plat
Slightly
a little less janky.
They've got these insta dark smokes that G2 have been throwing out a lot, so they definitely got the reps in, right? Some teams might look a little bit jagged around the edges with the util
of their T smoke. This should imply he gets a fight here. And he's going to get away. No, spoke too soon. Nertz does pay the ultimate price, but ultimate gets away.
Still going to keep the pressure up. They're ready to pop into this second wave now.
Oh, backsides are going to be Molotov'd. So you eat the flash, you get Molotov'd out. I think they missed it. He does hit it. Nice shot from ultimate. Supported by Elige. Liquid completely shut down this assault on the A side, just like that. Liquid are on the board on the CT side, and it is convincing. Ultimate leading the charge, 3 kills deep on defensive A.
Yeah, that Molotov that Sampaias has thrown has changed a bit, right? Because they've added some more wooden boards up there, so you have to throw it a little bit differently. So it definitely didn't land backside, which is where I think it was intended. But good trade work on this.
Yeah, this is the angle they were hoping to Molotov. He gets 2 frags from it.
Yeah, so that can't happen again.
And that was actually something Saw in particular was highlighting, was the amount Ultimate was dictating to G2 in that second map.
So there's mollies and nades.
And now he's mid. You know, he's going to keep it dynamic. His rival Orpa is on the other side of things. Some Pies might peek in here. And just like that, Malbs clotheslines him.
Okay, so both Elige and Malbs getting opening kills in this to draw us back to a 4v4. Hunter up to his usual tricks, working through water to try and harass Connector.
Oh, he's going to be having a bit of a timing here. I don't know if Shui's going to be ready for this. Especially on the low HPs. He got the double ready. Trade from Crimbo. Nope, denied. Hunter, he is deadly. 3 on the entry to B.
He's laughing about it right there on the cam.
Get cooked.
Having a good old time with how that one just unfolded. Now it's just about making sure Elige cannot save.
Oh, and he's been spotted as well. He doesn't realize it, but they'll be tracking his trajectory, and he's
just going to walk into this.
Yep, ready for you. Lovely.
Okay.
Wow. That's terrifying, isn't it? He's having too much fun.
He's having a great series, is Hunter.
Oh, mate, 2 is fine, but number 3, caught on the crouch, books him with the spray, and he's just having fun.
He's doing it all. I wonder if he's laughing if he got like a miscom and there wasn't meant to be, like someone called there was a player middle, or either way, early tactical timeout called from Flashy. They do have the opportunity with the finances to get back into a buy.
It's quite a sobering round to lose after just getting on the board as well.
Yeah. Nertz is going to bring in the MP7. Ultimate will get back the orb. So that's the highs and the lows of this purchase. No kit. Do they want to try and operate with something a bit more punchy? And every time Chev's on it, right, they have all the spawns for this deep dark smoke. So they're throwing it every round. It's going to make it a lot more suffocating for the combo, right? If you play aggressive window and you want to play at a kind of peak dark, E-Box, whatever you want to call it, this makes it really tough. So the fact it's instant, by the time you get there...
Perfectly highlighted by the cam there. You see Shui's arrival. Forced to expend a HE just to start, like, checking.
Feels so early, doesn't it?
But
he's dropping that.
Heavy God. This is risky. That feels ballsy. I mean, I understand he wants to apply some pressure to the A anchor, force out util. Nertz has got no util.
Well, there's nothing really left for Liquid at the minute 20 mark, right? We have a handful of flashes, 2 smokes and 2 HEs. So how quick can they bleed those out?
Yeah, the smoke's already faded. He's used it. Speaking of smokes fading, when's that dark one leaving?
Now, they're going to search. Nertz are pushing.
Oh, what a perfect pop flash. Hunter winning the previous with frags, this time setting up Heavy God.
Shui's making a move. Can he catch a timing?
With the flash. Oh, he's being held by Hunter. He's doing it all, isn't he? Just looks away as Shui rounds the corner, though.
So you know it's going to be an A split.
This is really potent now. He will just choose to engage on the one. He knows there's another in there. Crimbo's got a lot to do, faffing around with his nades. That's a bit awkward. Chooses to engage secondly. Elige goes down just like that. 3! Completely collapsed from Liquid. Oh... Nothing from Orp to do in a 1v3 retake.
Now get away and save. So 5-1. About to read the scoreline. Happened so quick, didn't it?
It was from competitive to not in a blink of an eye. Everyone losing their duel simultaneously.
And another multi-kill for Malbs. So, you know, we're going to keep tabs on his highs.
I always find it's impressive when a player can have, you know, a really rough 2 maps and then still be able to turn it on for map 3. I think that's admirable. Shows perhaps some development from Malbs in the mental.
And we've got 3 players from Liquid yet to get going. Shui, Crimbo, and Nertz. 1 kill for Shui, 1 for Crimbo, 0 for Nertz. And this is the thing, right? They haven't had too many gun rounds so far. I think we're looking at 3 out of the 6 rounds of play. I say that's 50%. So yeah. I'll take it back. I'll put it in my pocket and I'll try again next time. It's going to be a partial behind the saved AWP of Big Tim. When he's playing well, he's Big Tim.
Big Tim.
Because Tim's in Ultimate, for those people who don't quite get it. Yeah. Lil Tim otherwise.
Lil Tim and Big Tim.
Elige's in with a shoddy.
Of course he is. The perfect weapon for middle.
These are the rounds where you're on high alert if you are G2 for window play.
Right. Oh, or might have something onto Mattis here. Yeah.
He was even pre-aiming the boost, right? Which is something we've seen Liquid in the past on this map do. And obviously we're going back 6 months, but he was ready for the boost and they've come out low side to get themselves an extra gun. Should we can get away with that? He can equip one of his teammates to do have armor.
Yeah, they're trying to channel them into A with such a forward block smoke on B. Heavy God shows his face but backs away. Malbs is activating middle.
This is the key for me, taking this space right now, because he's completely on his own whim, right? He's taking a chance, trying to segregate things. Still looks like they want to finish towards A. So Pius has util ready. Malbs first fight. There you go. Found.
Crispy headshot. Now they're feeling the pressure from the backside as well. If Malbs does start to swing heaven, those guys are dead. That's Nertz and Elige, both playing this close A main. Shotgun 5-7. Heavy God 1. Heavy God 2. Oh, the shotgun has not done anything.
All right. Well, hold on to the AK and the AWP and you'll be all right. Okay. This is...
It was a little halfy, a little attempt.
I still think this, regardless of the fact that when Anubis was in the map, we didn't have the economy change, right? The $50 per kill.
Yeah.
And there's obviously been these tweaks to the map. It's still, I think, going to be a T-sided map because fundamentally most of it plays the same. So holding on to these, loss bonus coming into the next is going to be maxed down at 3,400.
What was your previous, like, Chad Birchall par for the course for a CT side on Anubis? Like,
I feel like it was an 8. Like, well, for the CT side, yeah, like 4.
4, okay.
Right, 4 or 5. Maybe you could squeeze out 5 if you get the pistol.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks.
So right now it's 3 for G2. They lose the first gun round, and now they've won 3 consecutive.
It's flowing real nice.
Don't want to give anything else over. Don't want to have to operate with any extra investments going into the next. So keeping 4 alive in main.
What was the board addition for? Like, what nade were they trying to stop from happening?
It could have been something to do with the boost, because the tall box reposition, you can boost on there, and you probably could have seen T-stairs.
I think you're right.
I would have liked if they had kept that, because CTs don't feel like they have enough options. So if you could have seen through, give them something.
Yeah, fair.
Come on, Gabe.
Ah, that makes sense.
All right, a flashy timeout number 2 within 7 rounds of play. Now, he might even burn all 3 in this first half just to get them 3 or 4 rounds, but after the performance you put on Inferno, you'd be hoping that you can put up some resistance. It needs to start, and now you know that it's going to take consecutive rounds to break the finances of G2. So these rounds are never going to be easy.
They really have got every spawn, haven't they? Or at least Hunter has, every time I've seen him throw that smoke. He's been doing his homework.
It's just interesting that there's no CT, like T-stairs smoke thrown out. I think they just want to double AWP.
Double AWP,
yeah,
and an
double
Aggie
AWPs.
one from Crimbo. He's just hoping to catch this B main T side approach. It's a big mid fight though. Flash from Pius. Elise just eats it. He's a dead man. He's a dead man. Ultimate's trying to provide help. I think he's actually tagged Malps through the door there.
This is risky from Ultimate.
Oh, sticking around. Yeah,
position.
Feels like you're gonna have to hit the first shot you take, and he has.
Crimbo's dead.
Crimbo's a dead man. Oh, core owned by Mattis. Just comes on in for two. Shui wasn't prepared. Crimbo completely caught off and gave that sound cue away, and the B site is just open.
You hear that scope, you're licking your lips, aren't you? Right? You just
so close.
And now Nerd's still yet to frag, looking like he could be 0-7. Is going to be hanging around. It's not going to work out well for him. Heavy God is under the scope. Oh, okay, he's on the board.
Okay. Rough.
No, the Grim skit was a while ago, all right?
Yeah.
You want to try and avoid these. Let's say that this is just domination from G2. You want to avoid the blips on the radar in series, like Inferno was.
Yeah.
Because you win map 1, 13-8. It wasn't. I don't want to say it was dominant, but it felt like they were in control for a lot of it. And with a team like Liquid, especially with the stand-in, you want to be able to put them away. I'm not saying they're a bad team, but for where I think G2 want to be, this is the type of team that you need to be beating. And even, yeah, sure, they're probably going to take care of business in 3 maps. The more convincing you can make it against teams like this, the better. Okay, this time I think we're getting aggressive T-Stairs smoke, so might have to change. I think Liquid are going to be feeling desperate now.
Pushing out quick E-Box.
Yeah, and Nerds can push out A main.
Okay, I mean, Ruggs is definitely going to be on high alert. You can see Heavy God.
This is exactly why I didn't think there was enough changes. You can just wait if you're G2. You re-smoke Dark, and then you take T-Stairs, you take Ruggs, right? You push back mid.
Here it comes. That's the smoke thrown by Hunter. Smoke will fade stairs. They've got this full, setup. Ultimate will play ahead of it.
Have a molly for this.
They've even got a molly for the cubby. Flashes as well. Nerds one. It's the Ultimate that has to hit that on the swing. Distracts and destructs. He gets 2 more. They line up for the sniper. Plays ahead of the smoke grenade and looks like it's done enough for Liquid to find number 2.
Okay, well, there you go. The aggressive play worked, right? They get the push through main, out through connector. Molly was good, right? G2 had considered it. They've definitely spoken about the theory of how they want to retake that. Should be extinguishing to give himself that buffer. And Ultimate continues to lay down the law. So 11-5 now.
He's in form. Oh, Shui doesn't get a chance. Mattis has got a railgun. Blows his head clean off. Heavy God, he heard that. Nerds' aggression is so crazy. He gets one. Sun Pius eats it. Elige will swallow the grenade.
I don't know if he heard the jump, though, Heavy God.
He might be caught off by this extra man now to kind of catch the flank on Hunter. Yeah.
Oh. Now Hunter's kind of considering it.
Oh, some of his teammates were going to tell him he threw a nade. No? Yeah. Hello? Oh, Elige is actually really going to hate that one.
You don't see that with Elige often, do
you? No, you really don't. That's horrific. That's 2 from Crimbo. Maybe Ultimate can once again
Big Tim, Alex.
Save him. Big Tim in the building. Never mind, it's Heavy God. Swings on in with the perfect pre-aim. A cheeky wink to the team as he secures 8. That might be the first time I've ever seen that kind of level of whiff from Elige.
This is great, isn't it?
Oh,
Jump spot from Shui, and yeah, just boots in the air for too long, and and
there wasn't facing him. You know,
yeah, I know, but it's not a pistol.
Man. It's not fair.
Oh, come on. All right, well, there is the 3rd tactical timeout from Liquid. That's what I was talking about a handful of rounds ago, that if you're Flashy, you know that you need to get as many CT rounds as possible, and right now that bar is 4.
He's talking directly to Shui here. It's rough when you take a look at the scoreboard as well. Crimbo, Shui, and Nerds. 8 frags combined.
I just took my ear cup off. I'm going to do that more in the timeout.
Did you hear it?
I think I can hear it.
Oh, that's cool.
If I do it.
Okay.
Especially if they're directly below us. So this isn't a force buy. This is just a half buy, and they'll...
A half buy that you really need to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, you could have had 2 bad buys, or you can have at least 1 good buy, and maybe a bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh,
they've even got the
harass
geeky
nade.
HE.
Man, come on.
It's supposed to be hard to
man.
throw. Oh no, Crimbo, Windy in his room. Oh, it's just a disaster. Mattis runs into the site and just ends the round. That's it. That's round 9 for G2's T side. He's such an asset for G2, is Mattis.
Yeah, good pickup.
Brutal.
Him and Heavy got very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think supported by the likes of Hunter and some Pius, you've got a really solid core.
They're winning 9-2 with 4 openings on the T side.
4
So,
openings on the T side,
Yeah,
for
right.
9 rounds.
Ultimate's 4-1.
Wow.
Elige is 2-0. Nerds has got 1. But they're still just dominating them, despite of that. So means that their reactions are on point. They've definitely been in the lab. Really prioritizing window smokes and the deep, dark smoke. That's been consistent. And then they've even had some nifty pieces of utility that they've...
Guy on booth. He didn't hit me once. He didn't hit me once.
Well, they're having fun.
Easy to do so when you're on T-side Anubis and you're up 9-2. Is Ultimate going to test the hole? He is going to try and find that stairs angle. No one willing to oblige it early.
Now he's kind of susceptible if they start to contact. He doesn't have help. So his back's turned.
This is going to look really silly. Ooh, just in time, he's on the line. Quick one for 2. Wow, he saves his high. Just shows just how good he is with that sniper rifle. And Matt is even perfectly timing his evasive retreat.
You wish you had this more consistently from Ultimate, don't you? That could elevate Liquid. But good performance here today.
I'm more curious to see if people will start wallbanging this as well. You know, like from here, you could wallbang some Pius through the board, through the bridge
I
boards.
think the problem is you want to do that more early in the round when they're set up.
Right, when they're behind the smoke and
that's
stuff.
where you could be mollied and naded.
True.
This is to salvage the 3rd. So 4v3, G2 hit the brakes. Starting to whir into action towards middle now. Shui's taking an awful lot of space here, so they're grouped up. G2, they're going to use the AWP on the line. Can Mattis hit another banger?
Can Nerds just win this duel? No, he can't. Mattis is... The death POV is so rapid. He's really quick on the draw.
So the problem is 2 players towards A. They don't know it. 30 seconds, still staying quiet, and so many nades.
I think they've got the right bodies in the right place for this A-Rap. You've got a main occupation. You've got someone Heaven. Elige, I think he's been spotted. Okay, holds his ground, stands for 1. Traded by Heavy God, but Shui perfectly positioned, was overlooked completely. Heavy God had his nades out.
All right, to salvage for the half. Zempius, 10 seconds. You got to make a play.
Yeah, well, the play is plant. Whoop, no, it's not. Okay,
time.
he hears them both, and there's no time to win the round. That's going to be 3. Liquid have just enough to keep us interested. Something of a conversation into the second half of play. G2, though, storming in the lead. We'll swap sides, and we'll be right back.
Let's go pop together, Mario, after this molly.
He's searching, I think, Ger. He blocked pop. Careful.
He's headshot top, guys. 2B, 2B.
go, Mario.
I will contact Alvaro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's Gum.
Nice.
One more.
Stay alive,
Taking
Mario.
Dead.
One more B, pop.
Dead.
Nice, that's it.
I'm
I'm
running
already
away. I'm running away from this.
Temple.
Temple and A.
I'll share CT.
I don't sleep.
Take
I have
C4.
tempo.
I love
Give
CT.
me.
I take
Hold
Modi. I have
tempo.
Modi. I have.
CT they won.
This is mid guy.
A player.
Last time player.
They had
He
two
can go
ops.
pop only. I have stairs.
I pop. All good. I pop. Nice. Good job, guys.
Nice.
They had two
Can't-
ops.
can't
Motherfuckers.
I
Wow,
go for
main
top.
takeaway is just how much Hunter's speaking. IGL, and he's been calling the shots to get them up to 9 on their T side of Anubis. The winner will advance to stage 2, joining the likes of 3D Max and Paravision, who've already secured themselves a spot there with the big boys. What do you reckon, Chuddy B? We got a long second half here, or is this going to be 4 rounds and done?
Well, the fact that Hunter's already dropped out the hole.
He has. I'm just going to occupy beneath it. Shui's holding for a camera smoke,
But it looks like it's meant to be an A fake, right? The bomb is outside B.
but Hunter's going to have the backstab onto Ultimate, trying to throw the nades. Good trade from Shui. Oh, long-range goosh onto Malbs. Some
don't even
Pius
need the bomb.
loses out, and job done. Mission accomplished. Triple kill out of Nerds. He has just doubled his frag total in the first round of the second half.
Yeah, it's tough, right? And the question is 3 rounds enough for Liquid to get back into this game, or was 9 enough for G to close it, right? So we're about to find out in this second half. Nothing consecutive for Liquid in the first half of play, but again, it is Anubis, right? We know that it definitely has a T-side bias. The fake couldn't have worked better.
Nice shot from Malbs.
It's going to be a force for G2. I think that G2 might have some interesting ideas in terms of CT moves.
Well, there's a bit of a collision course set towards this A side of the map. You can see there's 3 Ts towards the T stairs. Nerds tasked with containing any A main aggressions.
This is interesting, right? Heavy God is the guy jiggling to take contact, normally the A holder. So is he meant to fight and go down? They're all going to swing together.
Oh, maybe. Here they come.
He's
Nerds
hearing
hears
all of
that.
this.
Oh god, he's just gonna have to stand his ground.
So right now, Malbs needs to block on B, right? He needs to make sure that they're not able to waltz in because Nerds has got a decent amount of information off of that.
Oh, he knows there's bodies where that came from. 4 players just around the corner. A little jiggle, a little sliver. Unloads his mag for 3. Does very well. So back-to-back triple kills from Nerds to start off the T side. And Mouse will be found. Very difficult to track that Mach 10 at full move speed. And then Smatis just going to try and preserve Nerds' AK, see if he can bring it through to the next.
It's going to be very, very tough, right? Look at the radar. They've already got a decent amount of coverage. I guess if they think that he snuck out, because at the moment there is a gap. Never mind, he's going to get found. Yeah, okay. So there was a gap as if he was going to walk up T stairs and try and escape towards spawn. But now that they know, they should be able to lock this one in.
I think Ultimate and Crimbo combined have kind of got both of his avenues covered. Oh, he's spotted Barrel. He's doing very well. Mattis is holding on.
This is extremely costly. Do you throw any more bodies at this now? Ultimate probably would be like, I'd love to get an upgrade, so he might overstep.
It would be wise. You get that AK out of his hands, you get the AK into yours, you get an extra $600. Long range burst, go on. Ooh,
away.
He's gotten it. Fair play. I mean, you said it was going to be hard. He makes it look easy. Well played to Mattis. 3 points of health, triple kill, and a save.
I think Ultimate, fortunately, is able to get himself an upgrade away from the Mach 10 because in that situation, because other riflers died, as Ultimate, your in-game leader and coach were saying, hey, let's not give away another life. Not only do we have to rebuy the $1,000 of armor, we're also going to have to get another weapon out in play. And he's thinking, well, I've only got a Mach 10. So it's like a fine balance to try and strike there. So they get this AK, and we've seen Mattis shooting extremely sharp. They've gone for upgrades around it, pistol heavy, with even a little bit of util. So there'll be some ideas flowing here for G2.
Easy, nice flash lineup to set up Heavy God outside of A.
Both him and Nertz use that same move in this map so far. The deep incendiary, they can par the head of it, and it might catch a T off guard. So I want to try A again.
I mean, 5-7 is the perfect angle.
No flash?
Perfect range for this pistol to just hit the head. And he's unable to do so. Both of them denied by Nerds. What this is
multi-kill in 3 consecutive rounds.
Yeah, we talk about, you know, resetting the scoreboard on the half. Nerds would have a very nice looking scoreboard to start off the T side.
Alright, preserve the AK again, but this time he actually has a little bit of support to try and assist. If you can find a little bit of damage again, you can keep those financial issues flowing. How quick a 9-3 turns into a 9-6, just a 3-round game, as easy as that. Limited resistance. Everything seems to be working, and pressure will be starting to build for G2. What felt like a very comfortable lead no longer is. There's another gun available. You're going to try your luck and get your hands on that.
Wow, Mattis! He is a demon! Just time after time. They can't get this AK out of his hands. He's got 6 kills holding on to it.
So you've limited Liquid's finances off of what were pretty convincing rounds out the gate, right?
Yeah.
And now the timeouts will be only called by one man. It'll be this man on the screen right here, Saw. We know that Flashy expended all 3 in the first half in pursuit of as many rounds as possible, and they got 3, and now it's just a 3-round gap. So Saw knows with those kills from Madison, the last couple, that the finances are not in the best spot possible for Liquid. If they're able to scoop this one up right now, can set themselves up to close things down and not allow Liquid away back in. Spice has the AWP. 2 kits in play, full util. And away we go. Will this just be a standard round, or is there something Saw and Co have been cooking up? Looks like either heavy mid or B. Yep, it will be B.
Yeah, there's a lot of bodies there. Mattis actually does get the spot ahead of the lurk smoke arriving.
Is this just a staging area behind the lurk smoke?
He's going to blow it open. Oh, they're exposed. He swings on out but gets nothing done. That's the first time Mattis has had empty hands. Malbs has to make up the difference, and he's done so. Finds himself the multi-kill, brought down by Elige, wraps around. Still CT, Hunter catches him with his nade out. Elige in trouble, gets run down. Good shooting from Hunter. It's Ultimate for that response. Pushing out with the flashbang Temple, though, and it is going to come down to Ultimate winning out the clutch. He's got the bomb, and he's got 2 to worry about.
There's so much time.
I like his immediate knife-out pivot. It's going to buy him a
he's in the
plant.
flow state today, right? He's hitting a lot of shots. He's making good decisions. He's already won a couple of clutches. You go back to Mirage. So he will be able to get the bomb down.
This is going to be a real opportunity for Ultimate. This would be such an important round if he can convert
He's searching for a fight. So does he want to actually continue through?
This could be a bit of a shock. Interesting pathing. He's going to miss some Pius, but he is going to have an isolated body. And I'm not sure Heavy God's ever considering Temple.
Okay, but is Ultimate going to be pre-aiming this, or will he be expecting elsewhere, right? Because if he's not clean on this clear, Heavy God can swing into it.
He'll clear. He'll find it. Ultimate's clutch is taking shape. Some Pius can't quite believe the gap that's been found.
Okay, remember there was 2 kits.
He'll take Heavy God's position. And up against an AWP. What an undesirable clutch for some Pius.
And the clock now.
It's looking very good. This is one hell of a clutch taking shape. One man on a mission, playing the clock. Knows Pius is under pressure, and he has done it once more. Clutches and clutches, Flashy raising the roof. He knows how important that round is.
And that's Big Tim. He's really feeling it today. Map after map after map, he has definitely delivered. And when we did the coach check-in after map 2 was lost for G2 Saw, saying Ultimate was punishing him.
Bro, I
now
can't.
He's doing it again.
It's just such inspired movement from Ultimate. He dips straight out into A, through mid, through Temple, and manages to isolate the only player on B. It's just, I don't know, special.
And it's drawn another timeout immediately, right? So Flashy knows we're in the head, boys. We are definitely on the comeback trail right now. Just a 2-round gap. There's another buy in the mix from G2, but this one, the tone has just shifted.
It's a question of like who can carry harder, Ultimate or Mattis right now. Admittedly, he padded the stats with all those exits, but I think Hunter as well is probably one that needs a shout out. He's started strong in that first half.
Yeah, who's going to be the next wing to come in with support?
The Molly Nade combo trying to stop aggression's middle. Hunter has started solo mid here, so he's just going to puff up his chest and puff up a smoke to keep him delayed.
Yeah, and they're putting a lot of faith right now into Heavy God solo A. Hunter will start to shift over through camera, so it's a 3-2 split mid. No one really tending to this, just going to play it as an info position. And taking the pace out of things are Liquid. Expecting some type of aggressive maneuver, also wanting to see what type of buy it is.
Just 2 smokes remaining. Hunter's got his in his hands, ready to replenish. Malbs with the opportunity to block on B. This looks like it's set for a frag, isn't it? Perfect angle for Pius. He'll connect, smoke to block. Elysia, in the meantime, did find Mattis to keep us level.
Got time to reroute. Nerds should activate mid right now to look for a gap, and will do. Out of utility, though, for the finish. Just going to be a flash on ultimate. It might be all of them coming through middle, see what they find and react off of it, because what felt like a lot of time has quickly just become 30 seconds.
It's just going to be pure contact.
It's going to have to be.
Okay, they're set up for this. Heavy God ready to react upon Hunter's contact. Now the sound cue heard. Nerds will go swinging in. Hunter handles it, distracts. Oh no, Heavy God gets nothing. It's still a Liege down though. Hunter's doing so much, but covered, and Ultimate hits the necessary shot to make this round a potential reality. A main, heard, scoped in. He's very low HP, but he's still searching. He could have some Pius here. He's gonna have to clutch up again. Is Ultimate really able? And he's going to completely subvert the expectation. You're not ready for the AWP to be up close. You're not ready for him to be scoping up, posted up, and him a shot! Another one from Ultimate!
Back to back, baby. That one is going to leave a mark.
What a beast. I think it was on Anubis where I first saw like Ultimate's debut of just
mid,
aggressive AWPing.
Yes.
He's very at home on this map, and these clutches in back-to-back rounds. Look at this one. He gets dinged, nails it, low HP, 1v2, catches some Pius, and then sticks around. If I'm Malbs, my teammate just said he's dinked.
So right there in Ultimate's head, the bomb's not planted for him. So if he stays in main, Malbs in the side, that becomes a very tricky fight. So Ultimate has no choice but to stay and take that type of a duel. And this is 3 timeouts taken extremely quickly by Saw. No timeouts left in regulation. If we get to OT, you get a bonus 1 each, and that'll keep happening every overtime we siphon through. But this has gotten away from you quick, this type of a lead. And Mattis with that saved AK, that's why in that last round we actually saw a buy, right? Otherwise we wouldn't have seen that. The saved AKs actually built them up a bank of cash, those extra kills. They had a buy that, you know, it was lacking. It was missing kits, it was missing some nades, but mainly rifles. So that's why you probably get more of a tempered pace from Liquid in that round. What type of a buy is it? You know, if Flashy's been doing his job back there, he will have been knowing all these extra kills, the saved gun, and probably informed them that there could be another AWP in play. We've lost Crimbo from the server for a moment. We'll get him back in, don't you worry about that. And the teams will not be able to talk during this technical timeout. So you've just had the pause of your coach. You're hoping to get back in the server and just get going if you're G2. Now you've just got to sit and simmer for a moment, and you won't get another one of those. The LAN hall has cleared out. All of the games are completed for the day. Winner of this progresses to stage 2. Loser takes on foot tomorrow. Those plucky youngsters. They know that the money has to be tight over there for Liquid, considering these have just been clutches. Just Ultimate staying alive in back-to-back rounds means the finances cannot be flowing, and that's why you see G2 shove. They want to punish this, but you need to capitalize, otherwise it can start to spiral out of control.
Yeah, okay. Ultimate hoping to be given a freebie. Is Pius considering any more than this?
He's got Heavy God with him, right? And that's the traditional anchor, so they want to fight. They don't want to give Nerds the control for free.
Shui could set him up with a flashbang. Has been doing that quite ritualistically. Ultimate capable of swinging through. Oh, he nails the headshot! Heavy God's trade, but it's kept in favor of Liquid by Shui.
Someone needs a multi now on G2 to make this round possible.
Might have to be Malbs. They are setting their sights towards his bomb site, and he is so alone.
There's not going to be any pressure from B main, and that's not going to matter right now because he is pathing back, so he's going to find himself in a retake position. They've gambled for it being an A finish. Malbs is starting to cheat over. And again, Liquid just hit the pause. Allow the player to come to them. Lee should be the one to break the silence with a nade.
They're finding
Malbs doesn't get back now, it will just be a save. He needs a multi-kill right here to make this interesting at all.
Yeah, see if he's got anything. He's heard a sound. He knows it's up. He just knows he's got to get 2 here. Minimum. Oh, but ultimate adjusts. Thought he had the advantage there, Malbs, but yeah, nothing to be said about this one. And what seemed like an incredibly dominant first half has been leveled out with a 6-round run straight out of the gates on the side swap.
Yeah, so those 3 rounds, they didn't really feel overly convincing. One of the rounds they got away with because there was like a missed piece of utility from Senpais and Ultimate got to stay alive on the site, right? You go back to that A execute. So a couple of rounds where they're going to be kicking themselves. Even the last round of the half, Senpais is in a clutch where he doesn't plant the bomb and then loses to time. So missed opportunities that didn't feel like a lot in the scheme of things. Can't really come home to roost. It's tied up 9-9. And remember, there'll be no more tactical timeouts from either coach. So going to have to do this themselves. Mattis saves a Famis. He's got 19 kills short. A bunch of them were exits. A bunch of them did allow them to have more buys. But if you're not converting the rounds, which they haven't done in this second half whatsoever, Solutions feeling dire.
Crucial trade from Shuey. Double from Heavy God. Could have given him a bit more room to breathe. Nice tapping from Elish.
So that was 3 straight rifle rounds, essentially, and now we see them just going to partial. So save Famis with full set of nades, a couple of 5.7s and a deagle.
Oh, hello. Hunter's going to win it out. Awkward fight for Elish.
It feels risky to take that type of a duel.
That's a dream opening kill for G2 on this partial investment. Oh, lovely ideas. Yeah. Oh, God, Nertz has got to get out of that. He survives. Mattis is further forward. Crimbo will have to clear this properly. Famas v AK. Crimbo clears. So now what? They've managed to get themselves back stable at 4-4, and you've got 50 seconds. What's the plan? Nertz and Shuey heading towards A main. Hunter does have the opportunity to throw the flash for Heavy God. This could go wrong. If they eat this flashbang. Perfect! Oh, someone had vision. It was Nertz that manages to at least stop it being the double, but Hunter back sight. They know someone threw that flash. Someone threw it. Flames, awkward. He's dead. Nertz and Ultimate securing it. It got a little sketchy. Malbs is pretty damn good with that Desert Eagle, but this would have to be spectacular. I'm not going to hit the first.
Okay, they're in the lead.
Can't quite believe
Can
it.
you? Yeah, I was going to say. Nertz has been an absolute monster in this second half. Obviously, Ultimate with those clutches, but Nertz has been the opening force. He has 5 opening kills in this second half of play. In the pistol, he was just a marauder, and then he kept that up round after round.
Like,
it hasn't slowed.
Didn't he have like 2 frags in the first half?
He was
or
like
something?
0 and 6 at one point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I said something like, oh, he's doubled his kill total in 2 rounds.
Yeah, he is just
He's on 16.
go on monster mode. So right now, Ultimate and Nertz in combination. But also this pace, it's tough for G2 to deal with. Deep T-stairs smoke. That's going to give Senpais an angle. He's going to get mollied back. And they're looking to explode into B. Madison Malbs not ready for this. They're still in the dark.
Yeah, they're just pushing in. Oh, just catches Crimbo before he finds cover. It's an important frag from Mattis. Sure, you've lost the sight, but you do have the numbers. Not anymore. Held by Malbs. Elish just comes straight into his crosshair. With the bomb now planted and an AWP bullet found, Shuey finds another contribution. Wow, Shuey's just getting them all. He nearly got 4.
Still in a 2v2 though. Smoked
Yeah.
off Hunter. How are you going to combine? Are you going to come out the window? Yes, he's quick to this.
No kit. And Ultimate alive as well as Nertz. Liquid's 2 hardest hitters you've got to get past if you want to get your first CT round. Smoke, peek, nails it. And Hunter, what is he supposed to do? Forced to back away. There's just simply no time for this one. They're going to try and catch Nertz on that hunt. And he's just gone down. Wow. Incredible from Team Liquid.
Yeah.
This is an 8-round run.
That right there from Shuey, you get to see the whole how it can be a nuisance in the mid-round. Normally, you'd have to drop out the window and you're just free-falling.
Yeah.
There he's actually able to take a fight and apply a lot of pressure. So he gets this kill on Heavy God, rotating away from A.
Drops
and he
out.
pokes out. He poked out the window, got a kill, then dropped out, so he's in a position to harass. And then ultimate is the necessary one to confirm it. And Hunter gets taken nothing through. Just 2 more rounds now. This is phenomenal stuff from Liquid. G2 stunned at this moment. They have guns again, sure.
Oh, Elige finds an easy one. Some Pius just gets booked through the mid-smoke. Hunter's ready to punish. No trade, but
here's
no
the reload.
ammo. He's going to go for the timing, isn't he? Shuey, you cheeky boy.
Hunter lost his gun.
Yeah, and Shuey's not committing as I thought he was. Mouse is pushing. Wow, that's active from the B player. Love to see that. Now G2 have found their footing. Hunter again light on ammo. He has some support from the A player. What's Shuey going to do here? Can't believe he's still ready to take this fight with the USP. Running at him. Not the double. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. G2's round is just 1 kill away.
Okay, but Nertz is entrenched. I know that he doesn't have the bomb, but this is like a Nertz special. When he's off in no man's land and he's got a lot of time to work with.
Just saw a bit of a grimace. Doesn't like how long this is going to take, this play he's elected to take.
Yeah, the bomb is miles away.
They have the bomb. It's probably what he's been told.
So what's the setup looking like? That's the key. Is there a way in? You've got Heavy God jiggling the hole. It's Nabs to make sure this one is contained. Now, the difference in that situation is Liquid decided to up the tempo off of the opening kill, which drew them into that type of a cluster fight. Now, I just heard some Pies say they have no money. That's not true, Chief.
They have some money.
They have more than enough money. They have an AWP, 4 AKs, and full sets of utility.
So I guess you could say they've got lots of money.
Yeah, but the key is, G2, how are you going to draw it into that type of a fight again, right? Liquid have been playing much more tempered up until this point.
It's unlikely you're going to see that same reaction if they do find an opening.
Exactly, they'll just hit the brakes again.
Yeah. Okay, so already the CTs have cycled through, what, 3 of their smokes.
It's one of the problems, right, again with this map, but they are going to take some initiative. Crimbo.
It's his responsibility. He'll confirm that there is presence. Multiple bodies push B main. Oh, that's a well-placed HE. Shuey's been having a lot of grenades thrown at his face.
But if the fight comes to A, they've got the number advantage right now, Liquid.
Yeah, you're right. Shuey likely just going to want to stay there to catch any attempted water rotations.
Crimbo wants to lurk mid.
Showing some presence on A, some Pius and Heavy God.
This is a tough push for Heavy God.
The angle doesn't work out for some Pius at all. They both go down. A side open. Crimbo in mid would have loved that onto Hunter. Still does a lot of damage. It's going to hinder Hunter's attempts from the camera position.
I think you should save. I know you're giving over 12 here, but you're going to lose it all.
It's not a satisfactory result for them.
And look at Shuey's move right now. He is guaranteeing if they do drop back that they're going to go into the in-game leader who's cut off the pass, but they're looking.
They are. Ooh, they could have lost ultimate. They do! The round's over! Shuey is so disconnected, they don't know. They have no idea where he is.
Hunter has the kit, so does Mattis.
They're surely going to throw a smoke on the bomb. Shuey's going to try and stay cool. Try and stay calm. Mattis considers it. Crab walks in and finds the first of the 1v3. Now, though, Hunter can just get on it. It's a 5-second stick. Malbs just has to provide the covering fire. Shuey's trying to call the bluff, and the round is theirs.
Oh. They've just pulled off a number disadvantage retake of that A bomb site.
Can you believe how quickly they all fell?
Shuey was disconnected. I bet he's thinking the round is done. He's playing for the save in that moment right there, and they've given that one a go. I cannot believe they pulled this off. Big shot from Malbs. The double is huge, and then Mattis removes the last piece on the site.
Nice tap.
Malbs finding his form at the right time. 20 and 12 right now in this game. It's got legs. Now Liquid are in trouble with the finances.
Yeah, okay. You have a pocket call or anything? Sumpires relays, it could be fast A. Quick reaction as well from Hunter. He'll make sure Heavy God has some necessary support if he needs it. Gonna block smoke. He says, I'm fine for a moment. I'll play this Pixel. I'll throw the block smoke.
Hunter's joining him now, so they'll have two over towards the site.
Block smoke.
I'll brave this.
Swing, nuts. Oh no, he's flashed himself. That did not go to plan. Neither did that for Hunter. He gets dunked on by Elige's nade. Orp only gets the one. 12 imminent, despite the low money. They found a weakness, and it's A.
Giving this a look. Hold up.
Jesus. Oh, he hits on the second. Nuts. Capable with the AWP. You can understand why they tried it. They had a number disadvantage retaking the previous.
Yeah, but this is a 2v4, and where the money's at right now, it's only 2,400 loss bonus going into the next. Mattis has 150 bucks in the back pocket.
Yeah, and you
but
just
if you're
lost it all.
Hunter, you're Heavy God, you're Sumpires, you're all in a much better position. But Mattis is going to be operating with something very light into this, what could be final round, definitely final round of regulation. Another opening kill for Nerds. He is 8-1 in opening kills. Ultimate is 5-1. Alicia's 3-1. So the openers, they were dominating them in the first half, but they weren't getting the rounds. Okay, someone's going to drop Mattis and operate with less. I think it might be Sumpires here. Clotheslines him on the way out the smoke. Just frustrations, I think, being shown with that type of a peak. So 2 MP9s, one for Sumpires, one for Heavy God. The rifles for the B defenders and Hunter in middle.
I'm just in awe. Like, you know, you said Ultimate's in the flow state. Nerds is too. Like, to see both of them in the same flow at the same time, it's really completely turned our expectations upside down for this Anubis. I really, really want to know what Nerds had in that first half. I'll be refreshing the page as soon as this game ends. Single digits, though, for sure.
See, this is it. They know that they can take the time. There's so much stress on the CTs at all times. Right, con pressure, a main pressure. You just have to block, and they're down to only a handful of smokes, 2 smokes. You want to have restraint or show restraint, but right now, game on the line. A little bit skittish.
You heard Elige talking about the B defense. Despite success is more readily available on A historically.
Yeah, I hope so. Nerds is opening up every round.
Does, certainly. He may very well have a fight coming his way after this smoke fades. Throws out util, forces a fight this time. Heavy God wins it out. Okay, 2 in the feed from G2. OT, 3 kills away for G2.
We could have still going to finish B here.
Are they leaving? Very interesting. Falling away. Letting Liquid commit into this site, throw out their util. Smoke will completely obfuscate Malbs' angle. Throws a couple of bullets, doesn't want to get caught on the counter spam. And they've gotten the bomb across just about. Elige loses a majority of his life. Gets it down and gets away. Oh my god, this is still a conversation. This is still not going to be easy in a 3v5.
Away from the Orps, giving it to Elige.
Okay, makes sense on the low HP. He's responsible for Temple. Ultimate's got so many bodies on his screen. It's messy. Perfect flashbangs, and G2 takes us to overtime. 5 alive as well. Wow, they just about found the recipe for success. 3 of the last 4 rounds of play going G2's way, and that's all they have to say.
Oh, okay. Well, now everything essentially gets reset. 16K.
It's very impressive that Heavy God wins that duel there, up against the rifle.
I was just saying Nerds was winning the fights towards A almost every round, and that one time he goes down and...
What's that, his second opening death or something?
Exactly.
What a sigh of relief that must be for G2, because that was a very high-stress environment.
And now the coaches will get some timeouts if they want to call them for some adjustments.
Oh, good point, because everyone burned them in their
It came very quick. I think by like 9 rounds, like 9-9 in this second half, there was nothing left.
Yeah, okay. Heavy util dump from everyone here. Look at Malbs. Oh, he's hit. Oh, he knows. Chewy's been forced into the fight. Love that. Wait.
Is that their own molly?
Okay, yeah. That was a missed mid-hole molly. And it's actually forced Chewy into the fight from Malbs. That's really unfortunate. Oh, lovely mid-hold. They're going to walk into Hunter now. Back turned. It's just a little too easy, isn't it? Well manufactured from the CT side and swinging in for another headshot. Hunter convincing.
I found their confidence, and you would think with how regulation's gone, you can only be giving away one round, right, to the CT side.
Yeah. Well, better be this one. It's not a great look when your opening kill comes from a team.
It was a team ollie, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Brutal.
You think with all these ultimate clutches.
What? Seeing ghosts.
Let's do Navi, guys. I send it.
You see there was the pace in that round as well.
Yeah.
They got the fights early within the round.
There's definitely like a correlation between quicker Liquid and victorious G2.
Now, Hunter's just said, let's do Navi, I'll send it. What is Hunter's spawn? It's the best mid spawn. He's going out the window.
Ooh.
Chev, MC, he's going out the window. Surely. He said, I'll send it.
Interesting.
If he said he'll send it,
he will send.
Surely he's going to send it.
We love a full send. I mean, also, like you highlighted, you're expecting one on CT, like max.
Yeah.
You've just got that for like immediately.
So take a couple risks.
So let's roll some dice. You know, let's go for shock and awe.
Now let's see if Soar's called him off, because
there was a timeout.
Flashy's taking the timeout, but let's go, Hunter.
Oh, that's Mattis. Okay, fine. I thought Hunter was gonna get the smoke towards the stairs for his teammate. And, yep, nope.
Well, they asked.
So the smoke is going to enable some Pius to not be Molotov'd out of this line.
Well, it doesn't feel like he's... No, he is sending it.
He is. He drops in. And they aren't ready. Easy first onto Shui. An important trade from stand-in. Crimbo. They're just going to fight. Look at some Pius leaping out the window. A little bit of a deathmatch attempt for G2's second CT. Didn't quite work out, didn't quite go to plan. Elite is going to be able to confirm the location of the last, and a little slam of the desk there for Mattis. Frustrating one, thought he had him.
Okay. Well, I thought it was a full... It was like
a
it's a half
send.
send.
Yeah, I wouldn't say full.
A full send's just launching out the window.
Knife out.
The fact he gets an opening kill here is mental.
Really?
It's a nice trade. Yeah, Crimbo's had a tough go at the office today. Okay. Well, who's going to walk away with the lead?
It's whoever does anything fast seems to be losing.
Right?
It's just don't do anything for the first 30 seconds and you increase your chances. Shui's got an alternative angle for his mid-approach and pressure.
That volley won't work because there was the pre-smoke from Hunter there.
Right.
Ultimate outside of B, right? As we heard from Elige much earlier in the piece, saying they've been pushing B a lot. So if that is the response, the AWP is a choice weapon. Do they just let Nerds continue to go through the motions and play these mind games that he's been having with Heavy God to get this space? Look at the luxury. No stress, no dramas, just hopping around. Everything is all good in the hood right now.
Peace, serenity. And here it comes. Ultimate, you still there? No, sir. He has departed, and now we'll hear that flash.
Okay, so they take
got it.
A main control, they take B main control.
Trading territories.
Sampais needs something on the line.
Yeah, he does. And he will deliver. Unleash goes down. He's going to get Molotov out of position. He's going to be in a lot of trouble here. No, it's already strafes on out, catches Heavy God, and there's the covering fire. A side falls, bit of team damage. Hunter's going to swing bricks. Yeah, he is. He's going to use that new toolbox to have additional cover. And actually has the fight, wins it out, takes down Nerds. Important trade. Mattis down as well after one. It's Crimbo having his round, his moment in the spotlight. Can Malbs have his? A clutch demanded. Ultimate just creeps on in. Perfect read of the situation. So it is kept to the minimum or the maximum, whatever you want to describe it as. It's just that one CT round from G2 as we swap sides.
And can they remember what they were doing to win the rounds in the first half? I think in a situation like this, you want to do something out of the box if you're Liquid, at least with the first swing of things. I did get some intel from production with the final rounds of Inferno, for people who didn't catch it. Crimbo called the round. They asked for permission if he could call it with all the Utah, and they found success. So maybe Crimbo has an idea of how to get things going into this one. But double AWPs is apparently where the solutions may lie. You can see the economy hard on screen right now. Elige has bought one. Ultimate, of course. G2, they can't get dejected at a moment like this. You got to keep it together.
You see, they've solved the meta like we have. If everyone has to play slow to win a round, and if you play fast, you lose, you buy 2 orbs, you've got the counter to the slow.
Right, well, yes, it is a great way to deal with teams who are doing the slower moves. And I don't expect Elige to be going aggressive with an AWP.
No, sir. Let's see how G2's approach is on this attacking side, if they can even remember, like you said, what was working.
Well, he is aggressive, Alex.
Yeah, does a full sweep of mid and reports nothing home. Ultimate's being cheeky in this forward jail position. You can actually catch the tip of the head over the top of the smoke. Okay, Elige, that is still aggressive. Tried a little smoke break play, nothing to find.
Okay, so was he going to post up Fountain or close main? A lot of space for Ultimate with that deep B main all plan. Does free up Crimbo as the 3rd man rotating towards A. Crimbo can flash. They can fight A main. This smoke should start to fade shortly.
And upon the fade, it's just going to be whether or not Crimbo throws that flash at the right time. Still, a lot of action on B. You hear that Molotov, a second one now thrown. There's Crimbo's flash, and nobody home.
He's got another one.
Oh, maybe Elige could have the right angle for this. 20 seconds, they really do need to find that commitment, find that finish. Spots them. He nails the shot, knows there's more coming his way. Elige's secondary AWP connecting. So does the supporting cast. He gets 2. The wrap from mid finds a double kill. Maybe Crimbo gets completely overlooked. Yep, they're not ready for him. Hiding out on the back of the site, positioning beautifully. Clear from Malbs. Just in time, he provides the cover. Malbs with 4 in the round. Instantaneously resurrects hope. G2 have a chance. It's looking good. It's looking great. Ultimate, he's had so many clutches. Is there really a conversation to deny the Malbs? 4K, yes there is! Nails the first, isolating them piece by piece. Ultimate in the flow state, can't hit the first, 16 HP, he's gone! Mattis seals the deal, Malbs and Mattis, M&M get the job done.
I would love to hear the team comms right there at G2. They must have been screaming because they knew that Crimbo had to be around. He had a flash assist in the feed, right? So they're looking for him. There's no time, but their heads are on a swivel. Wow. They're spinning around everywhere. They knew that Crimbo was somewhere, but they had to punch in the digits, and that isn't a heroic moment from Malbs right there.
Wow.
He's been having a tough series, but he is having a great Anubis. 28 kills. Huge work right there.
That was, I mean, they did everything right up until Malbs. What a save. And now we get to once again tune into the A-main standoff between Nerds and Heavy God. Seems like Nerds is not anticipating him to have already crossed box. Trying to be intermittently anti-flash, but yeah, that's a free frag, and he's even, oh, he knows the setup. He knows exactly what's up. Nerds would only be on that position if there's an AWPer on the line. Elige peeks in too easy for them. Hunter puts him on his ass. Ultimate's in so much trouble. He is a dead man. He is so screwed. Just finding the 1 is impressive, but yeah, that's G2 up to 15.
Okay, so it's taken them a while to get to this point. Who would have thought after a 9-3 first half, but they've had to work hard for this. And I think a Malb's massive moment like that is enough to inspire it. Sure, it's getting late. And this is for a spot in stage 2 where the big teams lie. Your Furias, your Vitalities, Na'Vi, FaZe, Mongols.
Spirit.
Mouse.
Paravision, 3D Max.
Falcons.
Falcons.
We got there. Without cheating.
Teamwork.
I'm so impressed by Malbs in that round. Like,
I can't get over it, mate.
There's 6 seconds when they start planning. He doesn't hit that shot, it's over.
And it was in like a reaction flick, like he was looking heaven. I'm sorry? It sounded like you just called Buffalo.
The animal into Buffalo. Just Buffalo. Okay, guys,
He definitely just called Buffalo.
He did, yeah.
Oh, man. You know I can't be in a Pro CS team, but I'd love to be involved in like the call-out names.
Yeah, you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, I love it. Didn't you say you had like a variety of crazy Australian call-outs back in your day?
We had some wild stuff back in the day.
Vegemite.
Well, we never did that. That'd be a bit on the nose.
All right. Double AWPs then to try and take us into the
Again,
double.
right, so they did Crimbo last round. They did Elysian Ultimate first, and now it's back to Elysian Ultimate.
Yeah, he's actually missed his opening. Not an easy shot by any stretch of the imagination, but look how quickly they're gathering towards A. So Buffalo means A. You've already got A main control. Your smoke was towards deep A main, and now as it fades, you exec. Keeping it simple. There's only going to be 2 bodies here. Elige and Nerds. Gonna what? Smoke, break, and swing? Throwed by Elige. All of them on the screen, and he does go down. It's Malbs again with an opening kill.
Crimbo's so far away
This
from
is
this.
it. Chad, it's already slipping out of Liquid's grasp. They need someone to step up in the same capacity as the hero of G2 in Malbs. Heavy God's found him pushing the smoke. Shui goes down. Elige, last-ditch attempt, peeks on into Malbs, but the laser beam connects, takes him down. Anubis, it's gotta be G2's. Forced to work for it after a dominant first half.
Blow the whistle, ref.
Throw in the towel. Nothing you can do. An AXEC to close it down. Buffalo converts. 30-round game. A CSGO scoreline in a CS2 game.
They got 13-8 Mirage victory for G2. We go into their turf of Inferno and they drop 13-6. 9-3 up in the first half, and you're thinking this one is done, dusted, a guarantee. But Liquid, they